Huh. Wait a second. I think Facebook may have worked.
That'd be a first.
I'm going to have to double check this. I don't believe it for a second. So, oh my God, it did work. That's insane. Well, good evening. Welcome to another Amityville Hangout. First one of 2024. Can you believe it? We made it. Some of us are worse for the wear. Nicole specifically. I don't know. I was sick over the holiday season. We had to postpone Christmas with the family and all that wonderful stuff. Oh, look at this. Got another one. Well, I'm glad. I was just commenting on how we survived 2023. We lived to tell the tale, and here we are.
And here we are. And guess what I just did for the very first time? I just did Instacart. That makes it way too easy. Was it something I said, Ryan?
Yeah, probably.
Because he can't get Instacart. I've never done that before. And they're like, here's a coupon and free shipping. And so I was like, fuck it. I want to make a Mississippi pot roast tomorrow. So
Mississippi pot roast.
Ever had it? Oh, it's so
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah. Ryan couldn't handle what you said, so
he had to leave me.
He left. Here we go. Button. Oh, darn it. Hit the wrong button. That's what they all say. So anyhow, what's in a Mississippi pot roast? I don't think I've ever made one.
It is, you make it in the slow cooker. You use some au jus sauce, some Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning, and butter. And then and those peppers, those porcini, what are they called?
Pepperoncinis.
Yeah, you put them in there, and then you cook it on low for 8 hours, and it just falls apart. But the peppers just like soak in there, and so it's not like hot, but it just has a little kick to it.
Right.
So good.
Sorry about that. I did not have my volume down. Tyler, hello.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
Good to see you. Glad for coming. Glad you came. It's Kyler with a K.
Yeah, no, and as soon as I was like,
you're like, that doesn't sound right.
That's
it's the other
right.
guy.
I'm a little tired. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. So anyhow, I was just going to start off by finding out how everybody's Christmas and New Year was. And just for fun, I was okay. Nicole's like,
Yeah.
You don't get to hear about mine.
All the pot roast talk is, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Actually surprised to see you.
I'm trying to choke down a piece of toast right now.
All right. No
That's
more
when you
pot
need
roast talk. Yeah, you lost me at the Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning.
So that was what lost me originally, because I don't like ranch at all. Sorry, Nicole. But when I tell you, trust in me, I never mess around with meats.
Right.
Hand to God, my friend made it for me, and I was like, there's no way I would like this. There's just all the ingredients in there are just not my holy fuck. And I make it for everybody, and they're just blown away by it. So
wow.
If you have a slow cooker, trust me. Huh. I wouldn't steer you wrong with that, but
you wouldn't lie. You wouldn't
not about
dare.
my meat. No.
Okay. All right. Well, then maybe someday I'll have to give that a shot.
I think you should. I'll send you a picture of it when it's done tomorrow. Looking beauty.
All right.
But New Year's was great. My friend Fiona came in. She was the one that helped find George, helped locate my baby. So
Aww.
Christmas was a little hard for me, but New Year's made up for it. So.
Well, that's good. No, we were all relieved and a little bit shocked, if I'm being honest, that he made it back home. So, I mean, good for you. Congratulations.
Shocked, and then the vet even told me, like, when we told him the story, like, I have no idea how this cat is not dead. I said, I know. So he went through at least 2 lives. I know that much. So
that's kind of what I I don't know how many he had to start with, but
I think he had all 9. I can't imagine that he's ever done anything that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not very bright, but he is quite handsome. He's the thing with locking himself in rooms, but I don't think you lose a life over that. This one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's down to 7.
Yeah, he might be. He might be. He had to make a deal
with the Canadians, man.
With whatever cat devil is out there.
Yeah.
To
he hopped. I mean, he could have ended up in Canada.
Yeah, it could have.
Probably not, but
probably what he was trying to do.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of America. He's like, help me! I'm in Florida.
What happened?
To be fair, I think a lot of people are saying that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're not wrong. To be honest.
Ryan, how was your Christmas and New Year's?
Pretty uneventful. I was on call over Christmas, so I wound up working till about 6 o'clock in the morning on Boxing Day.
Yeah, because didn't that dude call you in the middle of the night like, I need this? And you're like, no. Or is that different?
No, it was that guy. Yeah, but I can't say, not allowed to say no, so.
Yeah. You were just thinking no. As you were
actually, he was thinking,
no!
But
he was thinking no as he was pulling his shoes on and
getting in the ice cold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, we barely have any snow. I can still see my grass.
Wow.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really weird winter.
Yeah. I had snow today. It started pretty early this morning. Catalina got really excited. She wanted to go outside as soon as she realized there was flurries coming down. So we went out there. There wasn't much happening. I scraped the entire driveway to make her a pile that was about, I don't know, maybe 4 inches high.
Yeah.
So she could just jump around in it and throw
tiny snowman and then take a picture from the ground up and make it look like it's 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
We'll believe it.
She likes to throw snow at me. No one had to teach her that. She just does it.
She just knows.
Yep.
And then she is my kid. No, I'm sorry.
She went out. We went back out hours later so I could scrape another 3 or 4 inches off the ground. And there was a lot more.
A lot more. Yeah.
So anything fun and exciting for you, Nicole? I mean, not right now, but
No.
Christmas or
forgive me, I'm not upright tonight.
Yeah.
No, not really. Opened presents with my kid and we watched a movie, and New Year's was nothing happened. Just another day.
I stayed up till midnight. I was impressed with that. Because that was like the first time I'd stayed up past 9:30 like all week.
Yeah. Kind of the same. Like I said, we were sick over Christmas. So we had to wait until like the 29th to go see my parents, because don't want to get my dad sick. He's like, I don't know, 17 or 18 years into a kidney transplant. So he really can't afford to get sick.
Yeah.
And
nobody wants your germs anyway, whatever.
No, they don't want them.
Days we had chickenpox parties, but whatever. Keep your germs to yourself. Bye.
Yeah, it's a little different.
We were joking about that because we did that in the 80s, and I got chickenpox for my 8th birthday. So yeah.
Oh, sweet.
From
Happy
my
8th
brother.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
To be fair, the very few kids that we gave chickenpox to were dealing with kidney transplants.
Yeah, of course.
Wow. Yeah. Well, nowadays, vaccinated for that shit.
Yeah, and that's weird. We never had the vaccine when we were kids, but
no. Here, get the chickenpox.
It might have been nice to skip that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But New Year's super quiet. Stayed home. I stayed up till like 1:30 in the morning, which is kind of surprising. Well, I caught a nap earlier in the afternoon, so that helped. So I hopped online with a couple of friends and watched a couple of movies, one of which may get mentioned tonight. So anyhow, that's kind of what I wanted to do is kind of just have a general topic of discussion, just because we missed each other over Christmas and New Year's. I kind of wanted to get back together, and I figured with the timing, it made sense to talk about Christmas or New Year's movies.
Yeah, I feel like most of my movies we've already talked about in one thing or another, but we'll deal with that because they're still awesome movies.
Yeah, I might try to avoid some of the ones that I've mentioned in the past, so my list might get pretty short. I can tell you my New Year's list is very short. I might have to lean on Ryan for some of those. Since he was on a New Year's movie mission.
That was Paul.
Watch 2.
What?
Watch 2.
What is happening here?
But
I thought you said you were watching a lot of New Year's movies.
I might have
Two
a couple on my list. That's
back to back.
Okay. Well, all right then.
I got at least 2.
Well, anyhow. Well, we may as well just break right into it. Ryan, would you like to kick out? Do you have any like favorite Christmas movies or favorite New Year's movies that you end up going back to over and over again? Or you want to do something different?
I'm put on the spot.
Ah,
I'm in the top right. I'm never in the top right corner.
how about that? That's what you get for showing up first.
I'll go with the first New Year's movie I watched, End of Days.
Oh,
Gabriel Byrne, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
how do you not like that?
Devil possesses an investment banker, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. In the credits, Gabriel Byrne is just listed as the man. So
I got you.
You get his character arc in like 1/2 second scene where Schwarzenegger's I got to be careful with the way I say Schwarzenegger.
You can say it. You can say it the German way. You can say
Schwarzenegger.
Where the hell was I?
Anyway, giving a general synopsis.
Yeah, Arnold. I'm just gonna stick with the Arnold. Arnold, is a bodyguard, private investigator. I don't know what they are. Security company. They protect people, but they're not police because they keep having fights with the police. But
he's an ex-cop.
Hmm?
He's an ex-cop who now runs an elite security outfit.
There we go. But yeah, no, Gabriel Byrne's got to make a baby before midnight on New Year's Day, and Arnold's going to stop him.
Good luck with that, right? Good luck stopping Gabriel Byrne from making a baby.
I'm trying
Gabriel Byrne is the man.
I have to read you something. Mike earlier today was telling me that he was watching this movie, and he said that I need to bring it up during the chat. And I was like, well, it'll probably come up. This is word for word what he sent to me. He's like, good movie for your hangout tonight is End of Days. I'm just finishing watching Arnold needs to save the chick from the devil because he needs to pork her and have a devil baby to open the gates of hell by midnight on New Year's Eve 2000 to start the millennium.
And the chick from The Craft, isn't it?
What's that?
Isn't it the chick from The Craft? Robin Tooney?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yes, you're right. She's kind of goofy looking.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's like there's so many people who are like notable in Hollywood that I think they just look goofy. It's like their nose doesn't fit their face or their mouth is too big for their head.
She has a solid jaw. I mean? She has really solid cheekbones and a jaw.
Like all these people love Julia Roberts. I seriously think she looks like a horse. I mean, it's like I agree. Understand. She's a great actor. You know what I mean? Lots of good actors out there. I just think they look strange. Like Cameron Diaz is a strange looking person.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah. All right. Well, that one I'll give you.
Anyhow. But Robin Tooney, kind of strange looking.
Lovely woman.
She took her shirt off in the movie. I was okay with that.
Oh well,
that part looked normal.
Well, then you're not looking at her face anymore, I'm sure. Does anybody remember End of Days? I think I saw it.
Oh yeah,
it's a fun movie. I haven't seen it in a lot of years. I thought about watching it because someone brought it up the other day. I guess maybe it was Ryan. And I thought I should add that, but I didn't watch it, so I didn't add it to my list.
Okay. Very good. What about you, Nicole? What are your memories of End of Days?
I love End of Days. It's such a great, fun movie. And, I'm a big Schwarzenegger fan anyway, and I'm a huge Gabriel Byrne fan. So
I love him.
Yeah.
Two together are just great.
Right. That's funny. Speaking of being careful with Arnold's last name, I have a memory in my head that will not leave. I have so many of those. I remember one time when I was a kid seeing he made an appearance on the Arsenio Hall show. Does anybody remember that?
I do. I don't remember his episode, but I used to watch it every night, so I probably saw it.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember him on it.
Voorhees on Arsenio Hall back in the day.
But he actually explained what his name literally means on that show because he asked him. So, like, of course, Schwartz is black, and Ecker is plowman. So technically, his name literally means black plowman. Schwarzenegger.
So, yeah.
There's your trivia for the night.
In Yiddish, Schwarze is basically like an inappropriate derogatory.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
I see.
It's like the Yiddish version of the N-word.
The N-word. I got you.
Mm.
Well, that's awful. Well,
my grandfather used to say it.
I'll be sure not to say that either.
Yeah.
In case I'm around any,
Although honestly, it's not as
Yiddish black people
as the N-word, but it definitely has a connotation that
gotcha.
You never want to hear your old grandparents talking about the Schwarzes next door, and you're like,
oh,
no.
Yeah.
No, you don't. That's awful.
They were old.
Yeah. Oh.
And they're dead now.
Of course. Yeah, they're old.
Oh, it was the time. Bite me.
Yeah, sure. Nicole!
Yes.
Would you like to go Christmas or New Year's?
Christmas.
All right.
Well, since it was the Christmas episode, I don't have a Santa hat, believe it or not. And I didn't have it in me to sit in front of my tree because my tree is still up. I haven't had time to take it down yet. So I thought I would, just for the season, bring a couple of my favorite Christmas ornaments. So I have my poltergeist ornament.
Love that. Does the
Nice.
TV light up?
No, it does not, unfortunately. I got that at the Trenton Punk Rock Flea Market years ago.
Oh, I actually know who you got that from. Okay, sorry.
Okay. And one that my sister made me.
With Sadler
That's
on
awesome.
I have a Sadler Christmas ornament.
Of course you do.
Of course.
No tree would be complete.
No tree would be complete without the Sadler ornament.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh god, it's hot in here.
Surprised he has his clothes on in that ornament.
I know, right?
Right, you only see his face. You
hi.
take it from the neck down.
You're looking so festive.
That's adorable.
I love it.
Yeah. Is that how you go to the company Christmas party?
Actually, it kind of was. That's why this stuff was still up.
Very cool.
Fantastic. Yeah, funny thing about Christmas ornaments. This is how thoughtful my mother is. Every year she has to get a decent picture of Catalina so that she can have it printed and put inside of a Christmas ornament. So every year since she's been born
to do that.
Yeah. So this year she had me take the photo. But that's because we couldn't get together for Christmas.
My friend, every year that her daughter went to school, starting in pre-K, she would take a picture of her holding. The first one was pre-K, was just the picture of her at the front door. Then every year after that, and she's going to graduate this year, is a picture of her holding the last year's picture.
Yeah.
So every year it's a picture and a picture and a picture and a picture and a picture since she was 4 years old, and she'll be 17. So I think that's kind of cool.
Aw, that is kind of cool. Yeah, I think my aunt did that with her kids.
I give people credit. I am not that
Yeah. First day of
Literally
school
not
picks. Yeah. 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 We're not good for that. Oh. Nicole, is that all you wanted to do? You just wanted to throw out some ornaments?
No, I have
you-
I have a couple movies. I
you got a movie?
apologize. I did not make a list.
That's all right. That's all right.
But I'm gonna go with one of my new favorites. I say new. New to me is like within 20 years.
Okay.
2017. I'm going with Secret Santa.
Oh, of course.
I knew that was going to be the first one on your
Of
list. I
course.
put it on my list, but I'm like, yeah, Nicole will get that
I
first for sure.
fucking love this movie. I watch it
this year. I love it
all the time. I watch at least, I'd say at least once a month. I watch it. It's so much fun.
Movie.
It is. It's funny. It's gory. It's twisted. It's just fantastic. Family get together at Christmas, and all the kids are there and the parents are there, and it's catered and in this big ski lodge house, and the father owns a pharmaceutical company.
Uh-huh.
And one of the daughters, who from the very beginning has a chip on her shoulder, puts something in the punch, and it turns out that it's a truth serum. However, one of the side effects of the truth serum is rage. And it's not just regular, like 28 days later rage. It's like verbal truth-telling rage. It's hysterical. Drew Lynch has me cracking up through the whole thing. I might have to put it on tonight now just to feel better.
I don't know if Ryan, have you seen it yet?
Still haven't seen it.
I'm pretty sure it's on Paul Flicks.
Probably.
I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is.
It's almost comical. So
I think it's also either on Shudder or Screambox. I'm not sure. I know you have
it's
Shudder.
Screenbox, but we don't got that in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, totally agree. It's such a cool movie.
It's great.
And I like the fact that they don't tell you right away what happened. You just see like the build
People
up.
getting madder and madder.
Yeah. People saying stuff and then they just stop themselves and they're like, I don't know why I just said that. Because it was extremely hurtful and they realized what they said was hurtful. And
but it's great.
Right. It keeps going. And it's like everybody's they'll like have like this verbal outburst and they'll be like, why is it so hot in here? You know what I mean?
That was the funniest part.
Yeah.
Everybody right before they really get violent.
Yeah.
It's really hot in here? Is it me? They're walking outside in the snow.
Yeah.
It's boiling out here.
When I don't want to say too much about it, but when the uncle gets, attacked.
Oh God.
The first time I saw it, actually the first two times I watched it, I laughed for like half a minute.
I did.
It was just so unexpected. And his character was so like dorky and unlikable, and he just like went off the handle about the one guy's kids, and when he jumped up and attacked him, I just laughed so hard.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Everything. Drew Lynch, he's a stand-up comedian, and if you've never seen him, he was known, but he's gotten better now, but he was known back then, he had a really bad stutter. So if you're easily offended by this, it might not be for you, but I thought it was hysterical when he just snaps. I don't want to give away too much if nobody's seen it, but it is.
I've seen it.
I think I'm the only one.
Yeah. Ryan's the other one who hasn't seen this, but I encourage
my God.
Please watch this movie.
Please watch this movie. It's so fucking funny. And they give a little odes here and there, like there's an ode to The Thing. They do a line from that, and
Yeah.
So it's
a lot of little Easter eggs, which is fun.
Yeah.
And the main girl, April, is really an incredible actress. She was fantastic.
Yeah, she really was.
It doesn't feel low budget or anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't at all.
Can be,
So like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just going to say when the kids are, yelling at each other like, oh, we should have some sort of special bond just because we all came out of the same volcanic hole. Like, it's humor like that.
Yeah.
Just because they exploded out of your poisonous vagina. Oh my god. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Hey, look at this. Hey, Shonda.
Hey, Shonda.
Hi, Sean. Speaking of awesome. Hey, Sean.
Hey,
Yes.
Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you, as always. Yeah, no, yeah, first time I watched it and I heard the line that was a direct reference from The Thing, I was like, what is that? Where have I heard that before? Like, I drove myself crazy for like an hour trying to figure out where that came from. And as soon as I realized it, I was like, oh, no wonder I thought it was familiar. You know?
Because I've seen that movie 12 times.
Yeah. It was almost word for word.
Yep.
But yeah, and definitely Ryan, if you watch it and you hear the line, you'll know exactly. You'll know immediately that was referencing The Thing. You gonna watch it? You gonna watch it?
I'll watch it. I swear I'll watch it.
You better watch it.
You better watch it.
I mean, it's not just one of my favorite holiday horror movies. It's one of my favorite movies, period.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it probably 20 times, and I laugh as hard as I did the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
It's like Airplane. It never gets old.
Yeah. Secret Santa is awesome. She's gonna have to check it out. Yeah.
Oh, Shonda, you have to. It's so funny.
Yeah. I think when I watched it the first time, I rented it on YouTube. But there's other ways to get it now.
Yeah, it's on Shudder, I believe. Yeah.
It was like $4, something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's streaming anywhere for nothing at the moment.
But it is, I believe it is on the server.
I
think so.
But I have
if it's not, it's gonna be.
I have the Blu-ray now, so I can just watch it whenever. But
rub it in.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Adam Marcus and his wife Deborah Sullivan basically wrote that. And of course he directed it. They used a lot of actors from their acting troupe. So and they developed their own little indie film company they called Skeleton Crew.
And you get at least one scene with Beans.
Beans.
Oh, that's right. You do.
Beans.
Yep.
Beans.
Yes, I just checked. It is on the server.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely.
What is Beans?
Boobies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's what Ryan calls boobies.
Boobs.
So
okay. Oh yeah, you get a good boob scene. Yeah.
And
Ryan and I sometimes, well, he does more than me, but get in this movie watching group and comment on movies, and that all started with somebody's autocorrect changing boobs to beans, and it happened several times. So every time boobs come up in a movie, everybody like types in beans. You know, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Running joke.
My friend had a text go wrong when he told her he wanted to kick her puppy. She doesn't have a puppy, but
and
I was like, ew. But anyway.
Terrible.
Oh,
yeah.
What was it supposed to be?
I wonder.
Not a puppy, but a kitten.
And we're not kicking it.
A cat.
Oh, okay.
Slang. Slang.
I kick your puppy.
Well, I didn't realize kick was also an autocorrect.
Yeah, there were 2 autocorrects in it, and
yeah.
Oh, well, all right.
Kids are calling it these days.
Kids are into weird stuff.
Is it getting hot in here?
It's getting hot in here.
Getting hot in here.
All right. I think I have, again, a bunch we've already discussed, but I'm not sure if we talked about this one last year. So I'm going to bring up, I didn't rewatch it, but I enjoyed it the first time I did. Have you ever seen Advent Calendar?
I've not. And I've seen it pop up a couple of times and I thought about it. What are your thoughts on it?
I actually really enjoyed it. I was planning on watching it again before because I like to rewatch all the ones that I talk about, but I did watch it. I guess it was last year. And it's about a girl. It's a foreign movie. I think it's either German or might be German. I'm not sure. And her friend gives her this like really cool advent calendar that she found in some antique store that you have to open each door with like a key, um and she's in this wheelchair, and like each door that she opens and each chocolate that she eats, like something happens to someone else and she gets a little stronger. And the last candy basically tells her she'll walk again, but she knows what she has to do to get up to that 25th day. So it's a cool movie. I thought it was really well done. I would watch it again.
All right, I'm gonna put that one on the list because I've been putting it off, and I feel like that's
definitely putting
a prime endorsement for it.
Yeah, no, it was a solid flick. And again, I think to get new Christmas horror, we've seen the same ones that we watch all the time. So I was trying to go a little different, but
that's cool.
I did like it.
Okay. Well, I have not seen it, so I can't really comment on it. Ryan, have you seen it?
Nope.
Oh.
That's all right. I'm
gonna have to make Ryan his own list
later for next year.
I guess I don't really watch a lot of holiday themed horror movies.
Well,
no Secret Santa, no Advent Calendar.
Oh, you're watching Secret Santa. Yeah, if it kills me, you're watching Secret Santa. And chances are, as much as I love it, you're probably going to hate it. So.
No, I think you will actually really enjoy it. I do. I think that's one you two can agree on.
It is a very enjoyable movie.
When I go to bed.
Well, we shall see.
We shall see.
Yeah. Nicole, did you see Advent Calendar?
I did not, but I'm actually wanting to now.
Okay. Well,
looks like it's a Shudder original.
Okay.
I was looking it up when Abby was talking about it.
All right. Well, then I will have to get myself on there and check that.
Yeah, we can. It's also on, it looks like AMC, Fling. Oh, Amazon is probably through one of them. I don't know. You'll find it. It's there. Trust me. But trust me more about the Mississippi pot roast, because I really think you'll like that.
I missed that.
Sorry, did it again. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm just fucking excited because they literally just delivered it to my house, and I'm like,
I had Gatorade and soup delivered today through Uber Eats.
When I had COVID, my friend sent me one of these Instacart things to my house because I was just, laying on the floor like dying, and yeah, that was cool. But I never did it for myself. This makes being lazy a whole new experience.
My sister-in-law swears by it. She pays the yearly fee and just has everything delivered. She hasn't been in a Walmart or a supermarket in like 2 years.
Because I know, like with the stairs, and I am one of these people, I don't like to make multiple trips, so I bring everything at one time, and of course I grocery shop enough for a month.
Right.
But this time I did not do that, but I wanted to test it out so I can make dinner for my mama tomorrow.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Well, I've never done that. Never done Instacart.
It's awesome.
It makes life way too easy. Almost dangerously easy.
What are you doing?
Catalina.
Hello, baby girl.
Trying to take my pen.
Oh, that's what's different.
What?
I'm not wearing headphones. Is it echoing?
Maybe a little.
A little bit, but not bad.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I couldn't figure out what the hell was so different.
I'm amazed I've been sitting up for this long.
You knew me. No headphones. Did she? Oh, Lynn Shay, I fucking love you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got Lynn Shay on there.
I love her so much.
Lynn Shay's awesome. I have a Lynn Shay movie on my list, but I should.
So do I.
Probably the same movie.
When I brought up, but
probably the same movie.
Since you finally watched it.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that one, but now I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. I actually attempted to watch a couple of new Christmas horror movies this year.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them I did not make time for today, and I just ran out of time with all the shoveling and trying to distract Catalina. So I'll mention the title of it and just say I'm going to go watch it later, and then I'll tell you the one. Then I'll tell you the one I actually watched. There is one called A Cadaver Christmas.
Mm.
That is on Tubi, in case you're wondering. I
didn't see it, but from what I remember, like there's like a plague, like basically famine, and these people, I think they get cooked for dinner. I'm not really sure.
Whatever it is, it takes place at like a morgue. So I think it is kind of like a Living Dead zombie type thing, but I could be wrong. And it made me want to watch it because it gave me real Return of the Living Dead vibes when I read the description. So I think I'm still going to watch it, even though I can't really comment on it right now. But I watched a different one that was simply called ATM.
I feel like I saw that. Do they get like stuck somewhere, like a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or
ATM vestibule?
In the vestibule?
Yes. It is one of those bank specific ATMs. You got to be a member of the bank in order to use the ATM because it's a key carded door.
That's what mine's like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, if you go in the bank, yeah.
Well, after hours. I mean, my bank does not have a drive-through ATM, which sucks. But you have to get out. But if it's after hours, you have to use your card to get in the door. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a couple of I want to say, not like investment brokers. Like this dude and his friend, they worked at the same place, and this chick that the one guy was interested in it was actually her last day. She was going to go to another job that was a few blocks away. And, he was going to try to shoot a shot one more time to see if he could get her to go out on a date. And, sorry. I wasn't sure what she was doing. And, they were at the company Christmas party. So they left from there. He had to give his buddy a ride home, who was played by, the dude who played Drake on that show, Drake and Josh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Believe it or not, he's actually a pretty good actor. And I find it a little weird that he doesn't get starring roles. Like everything he gets is a supporting role, but like he's totally good enough. He could be like a leading character. But
he was
again, we got
there are a lot of actors out there that are like that. There's so many actors out there that don't get the leading roles they should have.
Yeah. I mean, and he's like I really feel like he tries to land roles because he was in the remake of Red Dawn, if anybody remembers that.
Oh, you're talking about Josh Peck.
Josh Peck, yeah, that's the one.
Not Drake. Josh.
Not Drake.
The other one.
Drake. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, you had me confused.
Yeah.
No, he is a good actor. He was great in Red Dawn.
He had a TV show, a sitcom, I think, with oh God, John Stamos. I feel like now I need to look this up.
Yeah.
Fullest House.
Fullest House.
No, but it was a different one. He basically, I guess John Stamos was actually his father, and and it's called Grandfathered, and he was John Stamos-y, so he's all gorgeous and bachelory, and then he finds out he's a dad and a grandfather, and
Yeah. Well, clearly I never watched that show. The children did, so I don't know how I keep getting them confused. Like I'm gonna have to.
I don't even know who either one of them is.
Well, they had like a show on Nickelodeon or something like that, or.
Which one is that? One of them is it Drake Bell that just had the somewhat legal battles? Is that him?
That's probably true. I seem to recall something kind of like that. What are you doing?
Daddy, finish cutting.
Finish cutting what?
Daddy.
Did you say finish counting or cutting?
Cutting.
Oh.
He's sitting here with a pair of scissors.
I mean, that's not dangerous at all,
right? I don't like it.
I don't like
it. Anyhow, but yeah. Stop. There's a killer basically traps him inside the ATM vestibule, and you don't know what he wants or why he's doing it, and they're trying to figure out what that is, and they're also trying to figure out how to get away.
And this is on Christmas?
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
So it's not bad. I mean, I would recommend, watching it like one time.
It's one of those that have been on my list the same way that you said about Advent calendar. You've seen it mentioned.
Cut your letter out.
Yeah.
It needs to be on the. It needs to be like one of those quotes on the cover art. It's not bad. It needs to be seen once.
Yeah, basically, because there's nothing in it that's gonna make you be like, oh man, I need to go watch this again because I'm sure I missed something. It's not like that at all. This is what this movie reminds me of?
What?
P2.
I was going to bring up P2 because that except for taking place in a parking garage, but
right. They're almost the same movie, except I don't think in this movie you ever really figure out who the killer really is. So it's a mystery killer. You don't even know why he's doing it. All you see is like his planning sessions in some storage unit that he's staying in. You know what I mean? So evidently he's somebody who's very thorough with how he plans his murder traps. Because he'll do like a very meticulous layout of the area where he's planning on doing it. He'll like find where all the cameras are. He'll like figure out the angles of the cameras so that he can basically stay unseen the whole time. And that's just
it's worth watching once. I've been like a loss of what to watch movie wise. I don't know why. Even though I have a million things for podcasts, when I sit down, I can't figure out what I want to watch.
Yeah.
So I'll throw that on just for good background noise, probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, lately with not feeling well, I haven't been watching anything that isn't something I specifically wanted to see. I've been watching a lot of like guilty pleasure movies lately. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
No such thing as a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, well,
be proud of your freak.
All right. All right.
Let that flag fly, baby.
I will happily admit one of my favorite movies in the world is Waterworld. I love it.
I did see that in the theaters the first time. I don't hate that movie. I don't understand the hate it gets, but
I don't either. I think it's fantastic.
Waterworld.
Yeah,
I don't understand the guilt. I mean, Kevin Costner kind of looks like he's got vaginas behind his ears. I don't know what's going on.
Skills, man. It's skills.
Jesus Christ!
What was that?
Fuck! What just happened? Sorry.
I don't know.
Bella tried to get up on the bed and she missed the stairs.
Oh, baby.
Come on.
Well, I hope she's all right.
She's okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I just heard the crash and saw her head go down, and that was it.
Oh, I heard the crash. I heard Jesus Christ, and I thought we were about to see Nicole thrown down with like a home invader.
Yeah.
No, she just
sorry.
She has giant fucking stairs to get her on the bed, and she just missed them running up.
Wow.
Okay. It happens.
Today, I'm probably gonna have a big bruise tomorrow in my head. Somehow, going into my pantry, I hit the wall with my head.
Oh.
Like the wall didn't move, but yet I couldn't get my head into the pantry without slamming it into a wall. So
interesting.
You want to put the
Is your head a little inflated today?
I mean, it just happened a couple hours ago. I think I might have a little bit of a bruise right here.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I've had days where my head was too big to fit it in a room. We're gonna cut stuff.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Yes.
Neither am I.
It's when you've got an inflated ego, don't they say that?
It's true. But you work with pigs here.
I gotcha. Yeah.
I went the completely other direction with that. I'm also delirious.
It's the cold medicine.
It's really hot in here.
Gonna start raging.
It is. I'm genuinely sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, give your windows open.
I got the fan. The fan is 2 feet from, not even 2 feet from my bed.
Mm-hmm.
You're running a fever.
I was going to say Nicole probably has a fever.
Yep, I've had one since yesterday morning. Off and on.
How's that toast
It's
sitting?
the cat or
So far, so good. I'm happier about the coffee. The coffee's helping the pain in my head.
Oh,
That's
good.
good.
I've
That's
had
good.
a fucking migraine since yesterday.
Yes, you want to cut?
Whew.
Right.
Cut.
Oh, what are you doing?
That was an
Sorry,
adventure.
continue. What movie were you talking about?
Oh, I'm still talking about ATM. But I think we're
ATM.
ready.
Oh yeah.
I think we're ready to move on.
Mhm.
I definitely think it's worth checking out. But I mean, it's
It's a popcorn movie.
Josh Peck.
Josh
really-
Peck.
He's really good at playing a douchebag. So
I don't think I've ever seen him play a douchebag.
I don't
I
think
might have to
either.
put that on my list.
well, if you watch this movie, you'll see him behave like a douchebag. So
It's like the first time you see Justin Long play a douchebag and you're confused. Like,
yeah.
But he does it so good.
he does. He's really too good at it. But
There is literally nothing that Justin Long isn't.
That's true. And
Even
whether
when
he's
it-
a good guy or a bad guy, he always gets it in the end. Like I can't every fucking
Even
movie.
when it's terrible.
him and
You
Sean.
know, well, Justin Long was good at it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's the cool thing. It's like I appreciate that. Even if it's a bad movie, you have actors who are like really giving a performance. You know what I mean? I like that. That's the Lance Hendrickson approach.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
no matter how shitty the movie is, don't be shitty in it.
Yes.
My cocaine.
Exactly. Freaking Michael Caine got pretty serious with some Muppets.
I mean,
I always heard the reason that Tim Curry and Michael Caine have been the best actors to work alongside the Muppets is because Michael Caine treated the Muppets like they were fellow actors, and Tim Curry treated himself like a fellow Muppet.
that was my favorite, and it makes so
That's
much
great.
so much
And you know
sense.
who else was great with it? Vincent Price was great with the Muppets.
Oh my God,
Oh.
when Kermit bites him on the neck, that is my favorite.
He's another one that I really feel would be in the camp of treating himself like a Muppet.
Yeah.
I think so.
Vincent Price was always down for just.
And Christopher Lee would be the other way.
Yeah, Christopher Lee would totally just be like, "These are my fellow thespians, Kermit the Frog."
Yeah.
That's right. Or Sir Anthony Hopkins. Oh, very good. Well, I guess that's enough said on ATM.
I think we said it. By the sounds of the movie, we said more than it deserved.
I think so. I really do. But totally worth a once over. It was just, I don't know. It was a frustrating movie because there was at least one point where like I was by myself and I found myself like yelling at my tablet, for them to like do something specific, like run, he's on the back side of it, Yeah. They're like, what's he doing back there? I'm like, who gives a shit? Run.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
You by yourself just screaming at it.
Screaming at his television.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like that, yeah.
Exactly. Mhm.
He has pitch.
That's your chimpanzee scream. So, all right.
It's on
All
my
right.
list.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, it's on Tubi if you're. You'll,
Tubi,
find,
okay.
you'll find it.
I'll find it.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay money for it.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
matters.
That is what matters. I try very hard not to pay money for stuff.
Same.
Me too. I won't.
Ryan,
Go ahead.
are you going to tell us about your other New Year's movie, or do you?
No,
want
I'm going to go with a Christmas movie this time.
All right.
I'm going with the Lin Shaye Christmas classic,
I love
Dead
that one.
End.
That was
Yes.
going to be the one I just said
Yes.
before, but so good. I'm glad you've all Clint, you did finally watch it, you said, right?
Oh yes.
Nicole, you've seen
Catalina can't hear
I
this.
have, yes.
No, she can't.
one of my favorites.
The
The
movie
part
where
she's
Lynn
like scratching
Shay
her head and having an orgasm.
fingers her brain to the point where she has an orgasm.
That woman is amazing.
Perfect.
She's fantastic. We need to do a hangout just on Lynn Shay
Just
movies.
on
I swear to God.
I'm
Love
up
that.
for that. I am up for that.
Absolutely.
110%. I absolutely love her.
Mm-hmm.
And I
She's
can't believe I had
fantastic.
forgotten she was in Critters.
Oh yeah. Yes,
She
the
was the best
dispatch.
part of Critters.
Basically, if it's a New Line movie, Lynn Shay's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised she wasn't in Ninja Turtles.
I said
Wow.
Well, she might have been. You never know.
Never know. Have to look.
That third turtle to the left looked familiar.
And she's right in there
you're missing piece.
with the Justin Long, Lance Henriksen. Like, no matter how shitty the movie is, if she's in it, you're watching it, you know? Yeah.
Tobin Bell. She did a movie with Tobin Bell, which wasn't a good movie, but I had to keep watching it because of Tobin Bell and Lynn Shay.
Which was weird because Tobin Bell was really good at that too. And I'm sitting there, and they're between the two of them. They're like in 90% of the movie. I'm like, well, this movie was still a piece of shit.
I know,
I
it's
really
annoying,
like Tobin Bell and Lynn Shay in it.
but I still watched it twice because Tobin Bell and Lynn Shay.
Like
Uh-huh.
fish.
Did you see it, Nicole? It's called The Call.
Call. I think I did.
It's a weird.
Yes. She played his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay. Yeah, I did see it. It was okay, but it's
It was
Tobin Bell,
okay.
you know?
It should've been
Again,
different.
Tobin Bell. I have to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I brought that one up.
Yeah.
But
So we've
yes,
all
Dead
seen
End.
it.
Love that
We've all seen
movie.
it.
Not in the dry.
Silly.
No.
No.
So yeah, there's really not.
That
We've all,
was
I guess
ridiculous.
I was gonna say if we've all seen it, there's not much to say, but I guess we are recording this.
Ew.
So yeah, families heading to Christmas.
For
right?
mothers, for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're heading there though. They're not. I keep
Correct.
forgetting
They're on their way. They're
Okay.
taking a shortcut.
shortcut. And
Yep.
who's the dad in it? He's in a lot of
Ray
stuff.
Wise.
Ray
Ray
Wise.
Wise. I
Fantastic.
love that bag.
Fish.
And yeah, just it starts with them
My
picking up a random hitchhiker, and shit just goes south. Things
Yeah.
progressively get weirder and weirder.
That's
Well,
Peter
I-
Anthony. Hey, Peter.
Hi,
I
Peter.
was gonna say, who's that?
Peter.
This Facebook user. Hi, Peter.
Yeah.
I like how it's Abby. What did he say?
Clint, Abby, and gang.
Abby.
You're
We're the
gang.
gang. Me and Ryan are the gang.
Yeah, you guys are
Like
the
Cool in the gang.
The gang.
The gang.
What you do?
Love
Clint,
it.
Abby, and the Funky Bunch.
That's
Kind of like that.
right.
But yeah, no, without getting into spoilers, that's basically all you can really say about the movie. It's one of
Yeah.
those what the fuck is going on, and the movie doesn't really explain anything until the last
Yeah.
few minutes.
But it's
Which
so
I
good.
loved.
the
I
creepy
love that
car
about
just goes and drives off with every family member in the back. It was
Oh yeah, the hearse.
And it was a surprising ending. I really did not see it coming.
a great. Yeah, I really dig that movie. I watched
Great twist.
And I wanna
That
put
was one of those where
Don't
this is a rare
pen.
occasion where I figured it out.
Don't
Okay.
So like
pen.
I was probably 20 minutes out from the end or more,
Pen.
and
mess with the
I
pen.
finally realized like oh, okay, I see
Don't
what's happening here.
pen.
But it didn't matter. I didn't care
Right.
because the performances were so great.
Don't
Mm.
You know, this is one of those cases where it didn't matter that this was a pretty straightforward and predictable like type movie, because we had great actors just doing what they did best. You know,
Yeah.
Ray Wise was awesome. Lynn
He's
Shay was awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I need to hug that one someday. I'm kicking myself because he was at Monster Mania years ago in Hunt Valley. And he walked right past me and I smiled and he smiled and he was adorable. And I never went up and met him and I kicked myself.
Ah,
I must meet him.
what is wrong with you?
Don't know. I didn't used to go up and meet people then. I just like to
Oh,
smile and take pictures from afar and be creepy.
oh yeah, one of those.
hmm
Uh
I've come so far.
huh.
glue
Yeah, it was actually surprising to see Ray Wise, like, because he's another one that never gets a leading
Never
role.
gets his due.
And
Right.
he him and the daughter were basically the two lead characters of this movie. So it was weird to see, and he nailed it. Like he's always great.
God, he's so good. Did you see that TV show he had where he played the devil?
Oh yeah, what is? I was just thinking that
called?
too.
Reaper,
Oh,
maybe. I was
Reaper, yeah, Reaper.
Oh,
it
really?
had the dude from Tucker and Dale.
Stock, yeah. I love that.
I can see him playing the devil. I can really see him playing the devil.
He was
Nicole,
perfect.
you need to watch Reaper. The
It's
only thing
show.
is it got canceled.
Yeah.
So the series ends on a cliffhanger.
Which is annoying as
I fucking hate that. I hate that.
The girl is somebody. Like I know her from something. I don't know.
I'm
she's
still
like a
pissed
Pink
off about
Ranger or
Outsiders.
something.
Oh my god.
But I love Tyler Labine. I love him, and he plays a guy named Sock, and I just love him.
It's still worth it though. The show is fantastic. It's got a great sense of humor. It's almost like it's got a Ghostbusters vibe to it.
Okay.
Because that's the plot, right? Ray Wise is the devil, and he's charged these two guys with collecting demons that have escaped from hell.
Oh.
Each episode, he gives them like a different, like it's some random item. Like it might be a
this is the part I forgot.
And they have to figure out how this item will capture the demon.
It's kind of like Little Nicky.
Yeah, the kid finds out on his 21st birthday, he finds out that his parents sold his soul to the devil before he was born. Like now he's like, that's how he got stuck in there. He finds out when he's 21 that his parents sold his soul. Like, oops, our bad, you know.
Okay, just to go off on a quick tangent here, is Little Nicky not the greatest Adam Sandler movie ever?
Little Nicky is the greatest Adam Sandler movie ever made. Yes.
Do you remember when were you at the Monster Mania when Lowell dressed up as what's his name, Tithead?
The helper with the tits.
The Tithead.
Popeye's chicken.
Are there boobs on my head?
Oh my god, it was the greatest. He was so mad he didn't win because somebody stripped on stage and they won. But
yeah,
Living a pineapple up Hitler's ass at 5 p.m.
I love that hoodie. That cardigan hoodie she's got on there. That looks like super comfy.
Now we're gonna do
the jammies. Oh, it's got ears.
It's a onesie. Yeah.
I love it. You can't wear onesies in Florida. It's really obnoxious because, well, I couldn't wear them in New Jersey either. I'm always too hot to sleep in a onesie. But I have a Stitch onesie that's pretty rad. I also have, someone got me a camouflage, but it's pink camouflage onesie. So I'm thinking I'm only hiding out in fucking Candyland when I'm wearing that. Like, I can't imagine where you need pink camo, but
yeah.
It has a butt flap and it makes me happy.
Okay.
They have to have a butt flap.
Yeah. A drop seat, as they call it.
Now we need to see Reaper again.
Yeah.
Nicole definitely, even though it ends on it's a rough cliffhanger. Like it pisses you off knowing that it just never continued after this.
That drives me crazy.
Firefly all over again.
It's Outsiders all over again. That is me off.
Outsiders. Which one is Outsiders?
Ryan Hurst and David Morse and
I never
the family that lives on top of the mountain.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The community. Yeah. That ended on a massive cliffhanger, and I was so furious.
Annoying.
Interesting. Well.
And I like both those actors, so. Oh, and it's got that Kyle guy in it, that Kyle Gallner guy that you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Two seasons.
Yeah,
I
went for
think
2
when
seasons.
they do that to us, I think they should come back with a movie just to end it for you.
I agree.
Kind of like Firefly and Serenity. Like it was
I agree.
Just,
Even Invader Zim had a comic book.
Just something. Give us something.
Yeah, let me know what happened.
I like David Morse.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. Also underrated. I think he should have come up in our underrated actor.
Definitely.
No, you're definitely right. I don't know. I'm envisioning David Morris. Was he in The Green Mile?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
The guy that sort of looks like the other guy. That helps, I know.
He's a tall blonde guy, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah.
Like not Hollywood tall.
He's
but
like 6'5",
actually 6'4", I
6'6"
think.
tall.
Yeah.
He was really
He did
good
True
in
Detective too. I remember that.
The Good Son.
he was really good in that movie he did with Bjork called Dancer in the Dark.
I never saw that, but I
You about to
remember
say
that.
that,
At
Ryan?
first, I thought you were making a bad joke, but then I
Ryan
remembered that
did a
actually
gesture.
happened.
I keep waiting for someone to say a movie or a show. I'm like, oh, that guy. Everything y'all are throwing out, just nothing.
Well, so here's the
I
thing,
have no
Ryan.
idea who
He
this is.
plays.
I got
Have
no
you
clue who
seen-
you're talking about.
He plays that guy. I don't know if you could see the. He's just that guy and everything.
Yeah.
No, it's not dude. Yeah.
That dude.
But I can't
He
tell
looks
you
like the
one
dude
thing
from
that
Armageddon.
Was he in Armageddon?
No, he looks
I
like
don't
the
think
dude
so.
from Armageddon.
No, yeah.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of. I
he
can't
reminds
do
me of
names
Neil
right now.
McDonough for
The
some
guy that
reason.
had the son that was like he was estranged from.
Yeah, I know who.
Yeah,
I know exactly who
yeah.
he was in. The
Oh,
Postman.
You see the
and
movie
he was in.
Horns? He was in the movie
I've never
Horns.
seen Horns.
Oh, Horns
It's
was.
a good book.
I love Horns.
I'm gonna find something you've seen.
No, it's good. I know who it is. I know who he is.
Drive Angry.
Yeah,
You do. Okay.
Yeah, I can picture him in Green Mile now. I know who he is.
yeah.
That movie broke my heart. Hurt Locker. It's a good movie too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Disturbia. That's the one I was trying to remember. Didn't he play the psycho neighbor in
Mhm.
Disturbia?
That sounds right.
Oh yeah. With
Shia LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a tangent worth having.
Yes.
so yeah, Dead End. Check it out.
Dead End. Check it out.
Good movie. Dead End. Check it out.
That is wonderful.
I want Lynn Shay and Ray Wise at a movie, like at a convention together, because I want to get a group photo of the two of them. I think that'd be amazing. And we're all going to be scratching our brain pan when it happens.
Yeah.
Making the O face.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Nicole, we're back at you if you got something else you want to bring up.
I do.
All right.
Christmas. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. Not just Christmas, but all-time favorite movies ever. I love this character. I'm dying to go to Austria or wherever it is when they have the parade for Krampus.
Krampus.
Mm.
The Krampus.
I love Krampus. I love me some Krampus. I love the idea of it. I don't think it's wrong to scare children like that. I think it's
No.
necessary. If you haven't seen Krampus, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah. Get your life
Pretty sure
together.
everybody here has seen it.
Yeah.
Ryan, have you not seen it?
I
Oh, right.
absolutely adore Krampus.
Okay, good. Basically German devil. Instead of St. Nicholas coming and bringing presents, he comes and takes the bad children away to the underworld. And the movie centers around the family. Toni Collette, another one.
Love her. We
Just
did an
fantastic.
episode on that, Nicole. It was fun. You should watch that.
Adam Scott is in it. The guy whose name is now escaping me from Anchorman.
Anchorman.
I just know
Dave-
it's Champ.
Champ. It's fucking Champ. And even his wife had been in a number of things before. She's been
Yeah.
the cast. Conchetta Farrell.
Conchita Farrell was in it. She was great. It's a good, creepy, scary movie, but it's also
It's like
got comedy right in the right spots. You know, like
a gateway.
you're
kids
getting
horror
scared. This creepy thing happens, and all of a sudden you're seeing gingerbread men come to life and trying to kidnap a kid. You know, it's
movie. And Trigger
it's
Happy
just-
Gingerbread makes me so happy.
fantastic
how I-
movie. The little boy in it, whose name I have no idea what it is, was great. The grandmother was great.
Loved
Yeah.
her.
I can't think of their names.
I only know Omi in the movie. I don't know what her
Omi, yeah. But it's basically her story. Krampus, she saw Krampus when she was young, and he came back, you know,
wiped out her whole family and village.
and wiped out her whole family.
Left her alive alone. What a guy.
But yes, it's just a great, fun holiday movie that I watch in the middle of July if I feel like it.
And he,
I
and
love
he
it so
left
much.
her a bell.
And he left her a bell. and I actually scoured Etsy to find a replica and found
you
one.
You have not, or you have?
I have. I have
Okay,
one.
good. Because I was going to say I look for them too, and they're amazing.
Yeah, I have it hanging on his hand.
My dear friend Christina that passed like 2 years ago, her mother was German, and they used to actually do Christmas. So when Christina would put up her Christmas tree, all of her ornaments were those very old German, beautiful. But she, like me, liked the creepy side of it. Like the Krampusnacht was her,
Yep.
jam, and it just, I don't know. It brings
Grouse
me joy.
von Krampus.
Krampus.
Gross von Krampus. I actually took the bell into work when I worked for an interpretation company. I had a coworker who spoke German, and asked her to translate it for me.
And what'd she say?
It just means greetings from Krampus.
That's okay.
The Grouse von Krampus that's engraved on the side. But yeah, it's a great flick. Great flick. Again, Toni Collette. Even if the movie's crap, you're gonna watch it. So
I'll watch her read a fucking phone book. I swear to God.
I would too.
Yeah, David Koechner was good in that.
That's his name.
Yeah,
from Anchorman. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And I never
He was
remember
great in that.
Yeah.
Playing the tough redneck,
I love it.
training his two daughters how to wrestle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad didn't want us to be boys. Then they got little, what's his name, Junior?
Howie Jr.
He's like a
sucking down a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew.
he's like a
He's going to be the biggest defensive lineman they ever saw. It's hysterical.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a great movie. I like that.
It is fantastic.
And I think it's in the every year category for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like Secret Santa. I can watch it anytime of the year. Doesn't have to be Christmas.
Gotcha.
We might turn the flashlight off.
Yeah. Omi was Krista Stadler.
That's it.
She was, I do remember from my trivia that I looked up for this movie during the podcast that she was their fourth choice to play Omi. And I cannot imagine anyone else doing it better because I love it.
I can't either.
I'm still convinced the three ladies just died.
One of the things I loved about her character was the relationship she had with her grandson. She only spoke German. I mean, we find out later she does speak English, but the way she spoke to him in German and asked him about his, Christmas, his letter to Santa. And, I also believe in dessert before dinner and hands him a cookie. I love the relationship they had.
Yeah, she was one of my favorite characters in it. And and Toni Collette in anything she does, but
yep. And Adam Scott. That. Oh, Castor's great.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Well, now I don't know. Now I feel like I need to. Well, actually, all right. My next one I'm going to bring up is one I have brought up before in the seclusion topic, and a couple of you promised you would watch it. We're going to try one more time. Did anybody ever see The Lodge?
Corey.
I couldn't find it.
Really?
Well, maybe.
I mean, I didn't look, but
maybe to watch it for free is what I'm saying.
Oh no, but I thought it was on there, but maybe I'll let me see if I have it.
I'll look.
But it is, and the only reason I bring it up, I don't know that Ryan would enjoy it so much, but Nicole, it is a bleak movie.
Ooh, I like
it. It is a bleak movie that you're just basically watching these two shitty kids make this woman's sanity unravel, and with exciting consequences, I believe.
Okay.
So basically, the kids' parents are divorced. I don't want to give away the opening because something happens in the first 5 minutes, but the kids go to spend Christmas with their father, who invites his new girlfriend along on the trip, and they do not like that at all because this big event just happened. And the girlfriend, they come to find out, was one of his patients. He's a psychiatrist. Okay. And they start going through her records and finding out she was like the only survivor of a cult suicide.
Ooh.
And I know, see, I'm hitting all your buttons, and I feel like, this movie is bleak. I will give you that. The girl that plays the girlfriend is actually Lisa Marie's daughter.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, it just, and the kid from, I feel like the kid from Ghostbusters and Stranger Things, I think he was in
Okay.
it, but I could be mixing that one up with another movie. But yeah, so the kids are
2020?
just, what's that?
Sorry to interrupt. Did this come out in 2020?
2020.
Okay, it's on Shudder.
It's on
it's on Shudder. Okay.
Oh.
It's, again, there is, I think these kids try so hard to make her think that she's lost her mind that she actually loses her mind. And it's just kind of a cool movie. Or 2019, I think it came out. 2019. It's on Max. It's on Max.
When
Well,
a
if it's on
father is
Shudder,
forced to abruptly depart for work, he leaves his children, Aiden and Mia, at their holiday home in the care of his new girlfriend, Grace.
Yes.
Okay, so it's on Shudder.
Okay, cool.
Why does this? You said the kid from Stranger Things.
I was wrong. He was in the other movie, The Turn. I just realized, but this Jaden,
Okay.
this Jaden Martell was from Stranger. He was Bill Denbrough from It.
Okay.
Bill Denbrough.
Okay. Now the one from Stranger Things was also in another movie because that was what I was thinking of.
The Turning.
The Turning, where he was just
has a shitty sister, and they try to make the lady think she's crazy.
Yes.
Which is actually the same story as The Haunting of Bly Manor. I don't know if you watched that one, the Mike Flanagan, when you were doing the Hill House and House of Usher. And
I don't think I did. No.
Okay, so that's his other one. It's not my favorite story, but he does that story because I just never really liked the original, The Turning of the Screw, which all the movies are based on. Something about shitty kids never really. Either like her, but yeah, Nicole, I would say give this one a shot because you like when things end on a
dark note.
A dark note.
I do. Yes. Cool.
Oh my god, I just thought of Dumb and Dumber. When he goes, "Do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?" And then he just goes, She just needed to be like, it's not annoying when she does it, but it's not right in my ear.
No, it's just standard kid noises when she does it. I didn't even hear it until Abby mentioned the annoying sound in the world thing. I didn't even register that
Me neither. I think when you have kids, you learn to block it out. You know,
it just kind of goes in the background.
Yeah.
But as soon as Abby said it, I'm like, oh yeah, she is.
She gets obsessed with like some of the worst things. Oh my god! As far as annoying, like she loves to take phones and tablets and set alarms on them. And just let them go. So like a wake up alarm, that's identical to the one that my phone plays, whenever I have an alarm go off every day. It's just going off for like 10 minutes in the other room because she found it on the tablet and turned it on.
Amazing.
And then she'll
fun noises.
Yeah, she'll grab a second one and put a second alarm on. So we've got dueling alarms going on in the other room. It's horrible.
It's not good, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I
love her.
Yeah. And my mother, bless her, got her these puppy dogs from Five Below that you put batteries in them and they bark.
They bark.
They just walk. Cool. They walk and bark. That's all they do. And like she won't turn them off. Like she'll leave them on long enough the batteries go dead. And then we'll have to change them at that point.
Yeah, because then you have to.
Yeah.
But my friend, her friend gave her child a little drum kit. It was the joke. Who does that? My friend Bonnie gave
someone who doesn't have children gives that gift.
Our friend's kid without asking first, one of those synthesizers.
Like a giraffe.
Someone who hates you does this.
It's hysterical. And I said, I can't be part of it because I would never do that. But I laughed a lot.
I would never. No, my son had, when he was little, he was obsessed with dogs, and he had something similar to that. It was just a plastic red basket with a blue handle, and it had 3 like solid plastic dogs, and when you pushed the dogs, they lit up and barked songs, and that's all I heard.
Till I
All I
went
heard.
insane.
Woof 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 woof. Woof. That's all I heard.
That's
Left
rough.
it in the We left it in the hospital one time when he was in there. Just
Get it?
it was under the bed, and I didn't catch it. And we got home, half an hour drive. We got home, and I had to call the hospital. It's like 10:30 at night. I had to call the pediatric wing and ask for one of the nurses to search for it. She found it. Had to drive back down there to pick it up. Fucking 11 o'clock at night.
Right, because he's not going to sleep.
Because he wouldn't sleep without it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he would.
I still have it with his
Wonder if
baby
you got
stuff.
one now and it made the noise of like Nicole would just like twitch in the corner or
I
something.
probably would, like PTSD. Yeah.
Pavlovian response.
Yeah. That's rough.
I see what you did there.
Ryan just
I would be rubbing my eyes anyway because of that. No, my allergies are just. I've been going nonstop all day. I'm literally just crying constantly.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry, sir.
It happens.
Tears of joy, I hope.
Oh yeah.
You know what can help? Dayquil. I'm on my second bottle in 2 days.
They probably
There
have
you
like
go.
a
Good for you.
legal Dayquil in like Canada. They probably have the good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not this
yeah,
crap
yeah.
that you can't even open.
Because I'm not a child.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
where
Canada.
were we?
Up in Canada, they
The
got
lodge.
Buckley's.
The lodge. I have it on the list. I'm going to make it a point.
Well.
Mhm.
See if I can put this one on the list. I'm gonna mention one that you guys, some of you may have seen. And I don't remember us talking about it last time around or last Christmas. I saw this movie one time, but I think I'm due for a revisit because I actually really enjoyed it. Rare Exports.
Oh, I love that movie. That's on my list. Another foreign film.
I got a snarl from
I don't like
Ryan.
it.
You don't
don't
like
like
it? What don't you like?
Oh, that means
So
I'll love it.
whimsical.
All right.
What? What did you just say, Abby?
I said it's so whimsical.
Oh, I thought you said it was a musical. It's gonna be like it is
Oh
not.
no, it's so whimsical.
Yeah.
No, it's
Whimsical.
Like I don't think Nicole would like it, but
Well, if Ryan hates it, chances are I will like it. So
yeah.
that's how I judge
Can we
movies.
tell
I
you
just
the-
ask what Ryan thinks.
you see Santa
Do
dick.
you remember the concept behind it?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, because it was your topic.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
green.
No, I forget exactly where this takes place. This is in like Norway or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So very far north. You've got these people who I think, do they raise reindeer or they just have reindeer around?
I think it's Finland. They're in Finland. They do
Finland.
have
Okay.
some sort of farm or something. Let's see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
reindeer.
Yeah, it's super cold.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
They're-
the deer.
They're very close to a border. And there's like an excavation project that's happening on a mountain that's just on the other side of this border that they don't cross, right? And then they think they're getting like wolves and stuff coming around, so like they're not supposed to do it, but they set up like wolf traps and things like that. Well, they catch something in their trap, which is basically a pit in the ground that's covered up with like fir tree branches and stuff.
Drops them into a cage thingy.
Probably with like spikes in the bottom, that type of thing, like a punji type trap. But anyhow, it's this old man, long white hair, doesn't
Skinny and
speak.
naked.
Yeah, completely naked. And it's very strange. They're trying to figure it out. Ultimately, they get attacked by this old man, and they subdue him and basically cage him up. And then they try to figure out what to do with him. They think they've caught Santa Claus, and he's just like this feral, like violent thing. You know what I mean? And somebody wants him. I can't figure out how that all plays. I can't remember how that all plays out. I gotta
It's
go.
like the government. It's like the X, like it's.
Yeah.
Well, they
X-Files.
find in their excavating that these gentlemen were digging something up,
Right.
and they uncover an actual Santa Claus, but not the way we think of Santa Claus.
Right.
And it's, he is larger
Big.
than life, as it were.
Yeah. It's almost like a Doomsday type story.
Yeah.
What I love is, if you're not going to watch it, Nicole, I don't know that. You might want to see it anyway. I'm not, but basically the government gets involved and takes all these Santa's elves and starts training them to be little Santas.
Yeah.
And put them in malls and stuff.
So they could ship them out to be mall Santas. But they have to train. They have to train them not to attack the children. So it's a very funny montage.
Okay,
it's a little bizarre.
It's a pretty cool movie. So unless you're Ryan and you'll hate it, but
and you hate it, but
I think you might like it. Give it a try if you can. Rare Export's pretty good.
okay.
Just be prepared for some really janky subtitles because the movie is not dubbed. It is only subbed.
Oh, okay.
Titles are.
I'm not a fan of subtitles.
yeah.
I'd rather have it dubbed.
There is no dub for this movie.
Okay.
Be prepared to see some
songs.
old
man balls.
You were close and
saggy old man
you'd want.
So many. Just everywhere.
Everywhere.
The Santa that this boy. So let me read you this little. It says, excavators in Finland discover something buried in a mountain. A local boy believes it to be Santa Claus. No, not the lovable gift-giving Santa of myth, but an ancient demonic creature that punishes naughty people. So technically, he's there. He thinks it's their prompt. But
yeah.
And then children start disappearing and yada yada yada. But I don't know. It's a great. It's one of those movies I try to watch. I didn't watch it this Christmas for the first time in a while.
If it really does have old man balls in it, I think I'll wait till I'm feeling better to put that on.
Yeah, that'll make you throw up.
Yeah.
Because they're all skinny old man balls, they're all just these completely naked skinny old men with nothing sexual about it whatsoever.
Like they dangle long enough that they could almost use them like a weapon, like those bolos that
no, they don't
swing around.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
But it's a good movie.
Wow.
Just beating them to death.
Yeah. Nicole's trying to hold down toast.
I'm trying to hold down toast and coffee.
We're talking about old man
The
balls.
soup didn't work. I was able to get some toast, and now that's not working either. Oh my god.
Do you have any lemons in the house?
No.
Okay. If you can have someone deliver you lemons, I don't know what it is, but there's a doctor that it was the only thing that would take away nausea in pregnant women that they couldn't give medication to and stuff, but lemons
Okay.
work.
I think I have lemon juice. I have lemon juice in the fridge, just not actual lemon.
I just don't know if that'll
do a shot of that.
Yeah, because it's not like
water.
real lemon juice. It's the
it
kind that comes in the plastic lemon.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, that's real lemon juice.
Actually, the coffee has helped my head a lot.
Yeah, but put it in
Like
some
I-
water. Put some lemon juice in the water. It should help you.
Yeah, like my head was just like this is the first time I've had a light on since Thursday night.
Oh,
It was yeah.
awful.
Like my entire top of my head was just gonna crack open.
That is a bad feeling.
But the coffee
That's
actually
a bad
helped a
touch.
lot. Everything is just running.
That means it's working its way out, though. So.
That means it's working its way out. Yes.
It's good.
I could not look like a raccoon.
I love raccoons, though. I really do.
No, we have matching luggage tonight, Nicole. But mine are permanent.
That's what happens when you work on call. So
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It just runs in the family.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay. Sorry to hear that.
Thanks, buddy.
I was waiting for him to say thanks, pal.
Call me.
Buddy.
Buddy. That's funny. All right.
Rare exports.
Rare exports. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So, other than hating rare exports, what would you like to talk about, Ryan?
Just checking. Sorry. Oh yeah, I can get this one in and probably one more. So my next one, I'm going to go with the other New Year's movie I watched, not the one we watched together with our friends group.
Okay.
The one I decided to. What were we? Oh, someone else will probably bring it up. But the one we were watching, I can't stand that movie either. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm going to watch my own New Year's movie."
Okay.
And I put on, because Adam recommended it, Ghostbusters 2.
Nice.
Yes.
Is in fact a New Year's movie.
That is insane.
It is.
I forgot
And-
that aspect of that. if
So
I'm being honest.
I did too. I completely forgot.
Yeah, I think when Adam said that, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
but I didn't watch it
But it
again.
was immediate. Like it was like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
steal my
Um,
drive.
yeah. I'm gonna put it out there. Honestly, my least favorite of the Ghostbusters movies.
Really?
Second one.
I don't hate it. I love it. Like I freaking love everything Ghostbusters. But yeah, if I was to like put them on a list, this would be my least favorite one. It doesn't really do anything different from the original movie.
Right.
They're still just busting ghosts. I guess the pink
Busting
slime
makes
leaves
me
for a
feel
couple of good jokes.
Right. Right.
And what's his name from the Mr. Bean movie?
Rowan
Tiny
Atkinson.
guy, curly hair.
Yeah.
He's freaking hilarious in it, is he?
Oh, Peter McNichol.
That's it, Peter McNichol. Yeah,
the biscuit icon from
that part of the end when him and Ray get slimed and they're telling each other how they love each other.
Yeah. No.
Um,
Peter McNichol's awesome.
He is
Oh
awesome.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in
Uh,
Dragon Slayer? No, what was it? Dragon Slayer? From the
oh yes,
80s.
you're talking about that oddly violent.
I pulled that right out of my ass.
family
I haven't
fantasy
seen that
film.
movie in 30 years.
I just watched it a few years ago. It holds up.
Yeah? Well, good to know.
Yeah, if you like dragons, totally. Yeah, Dragon Slayer.
You like
Just make
Dragon.
sure you watch the.
Jack.
Did he freeze?
I think we did.
Make sure you watch the. Now he's just messing with me.
Yeah. 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 He's being very still.
Oh, there he is.
Go back?
Yes.
back.
Okay.
Make sure we watch the what?
The unedited, the unrated cut.
Okay. I don't know that I ever saw the unrated, to be honest with you.
It's surprisingly violent.
Nice.
Wow.
Up Dragon Slayer. We're talking Dragon Slayer now. Not Ghost. There is not an unrated.
Yes, there is
Ghost.
no. Yes, agreed.
Although, seriously, what is up with Ghostbusters 2? Like that scene with Winston in the subway tunnel
Subway.
where they see all the decapitated heads.
That's pretty effed up.
What the fuck? That's a kids movie, guys.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
it though?
You can see their dangly neck bits hanging out.
All these disembodied heads.
But
Dangling
that brings up a good
neck
thing. Is Ghostbusters a kids movie, or is it just one of those movies that a lot of kids watch?
It was the 80s, dude.
It
Kids
was a
movies
Gen
were
X kids
different.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not Gen X though. I'm a millennial.
Yeah,
But
but you don't feel like millennial.
I'm 40. That's a millennial, right?
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't like avocado.
Gen X is 69 to 83 or something.
Just a second. Look at it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say if only there was.
What did everybody else think of Ghostbusters 2?
I like Ghostbusters more than Ghostbusters 2, but it is a solid movie. It makes me laugh. I don't really love the angry juice because I don't know, it's goofy, but the baby's cute and I like.
Yeah. I like Ghostbusters too.
There's no ghost blowjob in Ghostbusters 2 though.
No, there isn't. That's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
Although Egon did go to bed with the slime.
Yeah, you got fucked
Yeah,
that
but
slime.
that was different.
Yeah, I did like the fact that they explored the ectoplasm a bit more in this movie, and I kind of dug the idea that it thrived on negative energy. So like I like their experiments. I thought the dancing toaster was a little hokey, and when they did close up shots of it, you know, like you could totally see like the spring loaded the pistons on the bottom coming up, and I was like, come on, guys, you can do better than that.
You're not even trying.
Yeah. Thought it was a little strange that the baby's name was Oscar. But one of my
bring it back, I say.
One of my favorite lines ever is in this movie, and that's when Sigourney Weaver's character Dana says, "I think it's time I put him down." He's like, "Oh, let me do it." He goes, "You're short, your belly button sticks out too far, and you're a terrible burden to your poor mother."
You're a terrible burden to you.
That's so funny. Because we were watching it on New Year's Eve, and Jen was watching with me, and that scene came up, and she busted out laughing. She's like, "Oh my god, I never got it when I was a kid." She's putting it down.
Yeah. It's a great line.
So that's good. My biggest thing with the movie that I took away after this last rewatch was they established that human ghosts look human, because they had like when the Titanic came up, it showed all these people coming off the Titanic, and they were like humans.
Yeah,
people dressed up like ghosts, human ghosts. So in that courtroom scene where the Scoleri brothers pop up looking like they're from the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
And the judge is like, "Oh my god, it's the Scoleri brothers." Meaning he recognized those.
He recognized their little goofy ghost selves.
Meaning they looked like that when they were alive.
Yeah. Yeah, it does kind of beg the question, why do some of the ghosts look the way they do? You know, like the Slimer ghosts in the first movie.
But see, and that was fine because they were just ghosts, right? Like nobody was like saw Slimer and was like, "Oh my god, Jim from the coffee shop."
Jim.
Yeah.
My friend.
So I want a Ghostbusters movie where there's just random Muppets in the world.
Okay.
To establish that yes, it makes sense that this judge recognized Muppets as ghosts.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Muppet Ghostbusters movie.
I'd watch it.
Snakes are posable.
I think I would too.
Tim Curry and Michael Caine are still alive. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
God bless. That'll be a sad day, my friend.
I keep waiting for Tim Curry. I'm waiting for the day that I hear it. He's not doing great.
No.
No. And that is a shame.
But yeah, Ghostbusters 2. That's my.
That's a good one. I like it.
Like I said, least favorite Ghostbusters, but any day of the week, if someone's throwing on Ghostbusters 2, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching Ghostbusters 2."
Yeah. They totally could have made more of those movies when I was a kid. I'd have gone to see them all.
All of them, yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the trailer for the new one?
I haven't seen the trailer yet. I really am super excited. I don't know why I haven't watched it. I think I'm just trying to go in like.
It looks amazing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like for the. I guess Ghostbusters 2 is trying to do that a bit too. Ghostbusters Afterlife to me felt too much. I don't get me wrong. Again, I still love Ghostbusters Afterlife, but it was so much, pandering to the fans.
Careful.
Like so many members here. Hey, remember this, remember this. This new one really feels like they're just gonna take.
Well, now they've set up these characters.
Yeah.
So now you have
Afterlife made a buttload of money, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Afterlife was like the meshing of the old and the new, and now we're just getting the new.
And I'm 100%.
But when I have never cried so hard at the end of Afterlife.
Oh my god, yeah.
When they brought him back, oh my god.
That is one of the moments, like I said, I've only ever cried in one movie, but I did get choked up. When
it was, yeah.
Egon puts his hand on her shoulder there. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good movie. I like that one.
It was.
And it's got Paul Rudd, and who doesn't love Paul Rudd?
It's America's Sweetheart.
America's Sweetheart, along with Lin Shaye. Paul Rudd.
People's
I'd vote for him.
People Magazine's sexiest man of the year, Paul Rudd.
I wouldn't go that far, but
No, that's weird, right? I mean,
yeah, he's like everybody's kid brother. Like it's no.
like it's been what, almost 25 years, and I still see him as the stepbrother from Clueless.
From Clueless.
Josh.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all done with Ghostbusters too.
I like it.
Cool.
Good call.
Cool.
Don't pull on that.
It's a good one.
That
It's
won't
definitely a good
come
one.
off cold.
I believe we were up to Miss Nicole.
We are. We are.
Don't pull on that.
Got anything left?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if this is considered horror. Well, let me go with another one. It's not 9:00 yet. Sorry.
One of those I'm saving for 9:00 too.
Brain is just completely scrambled. It's just it doesn't have to be Christmas or New Year's. It can be a holiday seasoned movie.
Nicholas.
I'll allow it. I was going for Christmas or New Year's being part of the storyline,
Well, it
Well,
kind
like
of
Movie
is.
Holidays has every holiday and it counts.
all right.
It kind of is. I'm gonna go with Black Friday.
Oh,
Oh, you
Bruce
know what?
Campbell, Devon Saw,
That's a great movie.
holiday, right?
I'll accept it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
it's a
you.
close enough holiday. It's not like
Well, I mean,
Arbor Day. It's,
Yeah. It's what, Thanksgiving
It's the
technically.
day after Thanksgiving,
But
Christmas
you're-
shopping day. It's the big Christmas shopping day.
true. That's
Shopping
where
for
everyone's doing their
Christmas,
Christmas shopping. So I think that's a technicality that counts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's a fun movie. It is. It's great. It's funny. It's gory. It's
Yeah.
Michael J. White. I think that's his name. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay. He's great and everything.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. And Bruce Campbell plays the manager of this big toy store. And Devon Sawa is one of the employees who has to work Black Friday with everyone else. And there is this thing. I don't even know how to describe it. This infection that is
Yeah.
taking over the shoppers. And it turns out that they are morphing into they go to take over the store, and all the employees get trapped in the back and get picked off one by one, and in the end they're all like morphing into this giant like blob type creature that comes out of the top of the store, and it's just a fun, goofy, slaughtery movie. It's great. It is. There's some good scenes in there.
Yeah.
And Bruce Campbell,
Yeah.
can't go wrong.
Yeah. A couple of them drink at work. That's a nice quirky thing that happens.
Yes.
Devon Sawa's got some strange obsession with pancakes. I don't get that. But
Yeah, I don't. But he is great. He is.
yeah. Even when they're done and people die and they make their way into a car and they're escaping, it's like, let's get some pancakes.
Pancakes.
There's this giant thing coming out of the toy store. Let's go get pancakes.
Yeah.
And the assistant manager was hysterical. Oh God, he was so fucking funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael J. White is, man, he is he's a versatile actor because
He is. He really is.
He could do comedy.
He could do a lot of things.
Do drama. I mean, he's talented. Typically, I see him in something that's like martial arts. You know what I mean? He's he's a very physical actor too. He's very imposing to look at too, because he's like super built. You know what I mean?
It's a dude from Spawn, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
You got the guy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I have my fan on.
I didn't know he was in Black Christmas. I've actually never seen it.
Yeah.
Not Black Christmas.
Black Friday.
Friday.
Oh, you should see it. It's a very fun movie.
Well, I've tried.
Once. I was going to watch it.
I tried to buy it from Walmart once. It was on in like the $5 bin. and it was next to the $5 bin.
Oh.
But it looked like someone had just kind of tossed it aside. So I tried to scan it in that little scanner thing they have.
Yeah.
And it kept coming up saying, not in the system, not in the system. I'm like, well,
then it's free.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, I took it to the cashier and I'm like, can you tell me how much this is? She scanned it, looked at me and said, I'm sorry, I can't sell you this. I'm like, what? She's like, but I got it from over there. She's like, yeah, I know it's this weird thing, but yeah, I can't sell you this. And she had a person next to her and she talked to them and she gave it to them and all of a sudden they just go to the back. I'm like, what is happening here?
Maybe
that's weird.
Stop selling them and like maybe they had a problem with it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they were recalled or something, or I don't know.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
bizarre.
Sell you stuff.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
think
It may be on the server.
It is on the server. That's
Is it
where
on
we
the server? Okay.
That's where we
Put it
watched
on your list, Ryan.
Just keeps getting bigger.
it.
It's hard when you just watch like the same 10 movies over and over again.
I know.
That's right. All right. So Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Black Friday. It's a good one. All right. I should have figured out what I was going to do next. Let's see. How about trying to just do something different. Has anybody seen The Mean One?
I'm not.
Just
No, I have not.
Okay.
But go ahead. Tell us about it.
Well, it's a story of a girl whose whole family is murdered by a green monster. And everyone thinks she's insane and nobody believes her. And then many years later, she comes back to like take care of the house after her mom passes or something and runs into the same Grinchy Grinch again.
I've heard of it. I wanted to say it. Yeah.
It's very low on IMDb. It's, I want to say, better than Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
Blood and Honey.
I loved Winnie the Pooh.
I think it's it's Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton playing the Grinch.
Okay.
He's the mean one.
He's the mean one. He's
You
not
want
the
to get
Grinch.
sued?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not getting
Is
sued.
that why it? Okay.
But it's a slasher movie, so
That's
he's
like
the mean one.
that's
And
like
her name is Cindy, but she's not a Lou or a Who. So
There's no lure to it.
Cindy Lou Who. Yeah. Yeah, that's like that episode of The Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors where
The shinning.
the shitting. You're trying to get sued.
Oh, you mean shining?
Willie?
Yeah. No, the shitting.
Won't you be reading my thoughts between the hours of 7 and 9? That's Willie's time.
I don't know whether to be scared or impressed that you pop that line out of your head so fast.
That's
I'm
one of my Halloween.
That's
one of my Halloween traditions. I absolutely, although I do think it was maybe 5 to 7, not 7 to 9. But anyway, that's semantics.
Tomato.
The Treehouse of Horrors episodes is every time we start getting close to spooky season, I always just start watching them.
I love it. Oh, The Simpsons are great.
Yeah.
I think you are a Gen X. I really do.
No, I looked it up.
Well, I think he is at heart. That's what I mean.
1981 to 1996 was millennial. So I am in
okay.
Yeah. I lost into that. Bah, bah, bah.
So sorry, yeah, we got up on a tangent there on this.
Well, there's not much to say if you
The
haven't
mean
seen
one.
the movie, but
I do want to see
it
it.
might be. I don't know if it's on which server it's on for me. I don't know if it's on the one you guys have access to or not. Because I saw it streaming.
Well, we will. Lost my pen. You want my pen?
Huge indie, the huge indie movie supporter, Matt Skinner there. I remember when The Mean One was impossible to, like, it was only available like on the deep indie circuit, and then it looked like it wasn't going to be released. Well, because this movie was technically released over a year ago, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be, but you couldn't
Yeah.
get it. You couldn't buy it until
Right.
Just
it's
recently.
like 6 months ago. Not even 6 months ago.
He was so infuriated over not being able to see it. I don't know if he's actually gotten a chance to yet or not, but I just, whenever I hear, because I've seen the mean one getting talked about so much recently, all I can keep thinking is, well, I really hope Matt got a chance to watch.
Got a chance to actually see it. Yeah. I think he did. Because it was on, I think we could rent it on Prime or something.
Okay.
So I'm sure if he was, yeah. Because it finally came out to be able to rent. Insane in the membrane.
Yeah.
In the brain. I think we're up to Mr. Clint.
We are.
We are at me again. Oh my.
Yeah. Well, there's only a couple of us, so it goes pretty quick.
That's right. That's right. Let me cross off the last one I said. I just watched this one for this year. Violent Night.
And love that movie.
Son of a bitch.
Did you watch it last year, or this was your first year watching it?
This is my first time watching it.
Oh my God. It's
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. Was my favorite movie of last year. It really, I love that movie.
Yeah. The
Hot
yeah, that's true. And I really enjoyed John Leguizamo. Even though
a dick.
Yeah.
Really well.
Yep. Did a good job. The grandmother was quite annoying as well.
Beverly D'Angelo, man. Like, I didn't even recognize her at first.
Yeah. And I thought like the son was like the biggest waste ever, but then as the story progressed, you found out like he had this plan, and that was a really cool dynamic for someone who seemed so wholesome, like he was trying to save his family, he was trying to escape from under the
patriarchal force.
Yeah. His mother.
I mean, his sibling was terrible. She was just a.
They were all awful.
Oh my God! And then
all
the
terrible people.
I don't remember what the husband's name was or boyfriend's name. The one that jumps out the window.
Yeah.
John Claude Van douchebag.
Yeah. That's right.
Love it.
I remember hearing a thing about it. That actor took inspiration from Mark Wahlberg.
I knew it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm portraying myself as like peak Wahlberg. And once I heard him say that, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that brings a whole other level to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark.
Right. Well, because Mark Wahlberg didn't he say something about like a terrorist hijacking or something like that, where like it wouldn't have happened if he was there. You know what I mean? Like he really believed in his own hype, being a movie star and so forth. So that was kind of like the nature of this character in this movie, where like he believed that all the things that he did in the movie are things that he could do in real life.
I love when people shout parkour while jumping over things, but I don't know why that makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
It's so dumb and stupid. It just makes me laugh. Parkour.
John Leguizamo is another guy though who never gets. He's fantastic in everything he's in, but he's never really. Well, that's not fair. He's had, as far as I know, one leading role, and it's probably one of the greatest movies of all time.
Tu Wong Fu? No, sorry.
No.
What, the Pest?
The Pest. The Pest is amazing.
I don't know if I've ever seen that movie.
You ever see the Van Damme movie Hard Target?
Yes. Yes.
It's like Hard Target, except with the most annoying person in the world.
That's funny.
What movie are you guys talking about? Did I miss one?
The Past with John. Violent Night.
Oh, that was going to be my next one too. I loved Violent Night. Violent Night was fantastic. Another one, David Harbour is just fantastic.
Yeah.
He's so good. Even in that, a lot of people give shit on that Hellboy movie. Honestly, it's my favorite one. That David Harbour Hellboy flick is great.
Really?
Oh, David Harbour, Mila Jovovich. Great stuff. Great stuff. So, Glenn, what did you think of it? It's your first watch.
That's right.
I thought it was great. I liked the fact that he was clearly an overworked Santa who didn't like what he was doing, and drank a lot. And you thought he drank a lot because he was not really into what he was doing anymore. But I think maybe perhaps as the story unfolded and you learn more about his character and his past, that maybe that was just a cultural thing, you know. But I liked the fact that we got a little bit of a backstory and realized that he wasn't like a super great guy who got this job, and essentially we didn't even know how old he was. You know, you kind of guess based on, you know, the flashbacks and things that they gave you, but it's like I don't know. I just really liked it, and it there was his motivation for doing what he did was all based on, you know, the fact that there was one kid stuck in that situation that he felt was like worth saving, you know, and
brought out his own Christmas spirit.
it was kind of a feel-good story, if I'm being honest with you.
It was.
Can I say anus? He's just a little kid, man.
Yeah,
I guess it was Beverly D'Angelo, right?
Yes.
Who played the mom? Yeah, she plays a great bitch. She's not just Ellen Griswold. She plays a great bitch.
yeah. Yeah, she was something else.
You can't have that. It's hot for you.
What?
I did a try.
So yeah. Yeah, Violent Night, good flick.
Great flick.
I think, are we up to Ryan then?
Yes.
I think we are.
Ryan!
He perhaps may have stepped away.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Okay. This will be my last one. The missus and I are going to watch. Actually, we're going to watch Secret Santa. So
Nice.
You gotta let me know what you think, please.
I will for sure. And the last, I was like, Christ, it's not quite 9 o'clock yet. But given that Clint just mentioned Violent Night, I figure I could bring up this Christmas classic. I'm going with Die Hard.
I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole is it or isn't a Christmas movie at 100%.
It is.
Movie. It takes the whole reason that Hans Gruber can take advantage of the situation is because they're having the office Christmas party.
Yes.
We get Santa hats. We get machine guns. Ho ho ho. We get guns taped to people's backs with Christmas wrapping tape.
Yeah. Yeah.
110% a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand the argument. I just
you get a
he shows up with a giant teddy bear for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you also get a character arc and someone who basically, you know, grows as a person by the end of it and achieves their own Christmas miracle because
feel good movie.
He kind of like patches things up with his wife just by being a super badass and like trying really hard.
Walking around with bare feet on the glass.
Yeah.
That's a turn on.
It is. It really is.
Not the bare feet on the glass.
No, the saving of the whole, you know.
Yeah, it is.
I legit thought she was talking about the bear on the glass.
No.
Yeah.
She's a thing for feet.
Yeah.
No, that would make me look at me and go, how fucking dumb are you?
About men.
Yeah. She has a thing for bleeding feet.
Ew. Ew. No.
Deep.
It is really hot in here.
But yeah, no, I recently introduced this movie to my son. He's 16 years old.
Uh-huh.
He's always kind of been into more horror and family fare. He's just branching out more into the action genre. And so I'm like, why don't we watch Die Hard? He fucking loved it.
Wow.
Good.
Good.
Has he seen part 2 yet?
I just watched part 2 like a week ago.
Nicole, you're gonna love this. So the very next day, he was like, well, are there more of these? And I said, yeah, there's like
5.
I'm like, but just be forewarned, the second one's not so great, but the third one really picks things up again. He came home from school because he has a spare, so we watched Die Hard 2 while he was at school. And I asked him, like, what you think? He's like, what are you talking about? That Die Hard 2 is fucking great.
Love it.
He didn't say fucking, but
yeah. I always thought part 2 was great.
I did too. Ryan tried to my post when I was watching it.
No, I'm in the minority. I don't think that.
And it's not just because of, how I feel about Sadler. He plays a great villain. He plays a creepy fucking villain.
Yeah.
After the plane crashes, and he's just going, "We've got you.
We've got
you." Oh, fuck. That was a turn on.
That was a t-shirt.
Robert Patrick had a very short role.
He did.
Oh,
I love that man.
he didn't last real long.
Die Hard was another Christmas movie.
It is, yeah.
Die Hard 2 takes place during Christmas as well.
Yep.
That dude's got to stop traveling at Christmas time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Somebody's trying to murder somebody in the other room.
Oh.
Cool.
At least I'm not falling off the stairs.
Nope. I don't have any stairs in the house. It's outside, and they're not ever going out there. Ever.
That's
I
right.
have to. She's old. She can't jump anymore. There you go. No, Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie. Fight me on it. Anyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's
But
110%.
it is. I don't know what the argument is about.
I don't
It's
either.
place during actual Christmas. He's there for a Christmas party. It's a whole thing.
Yep.
I think, but we brought this up before with other movies. There are movies that like encompass the spirit of Christmas and use that as a driving force for the plot. But then there are also movies that just happen to take place at Christmas.
Right.
So
Right.
the argument is, are these movies that just happen to take place at Christmas true Christmas movies like Die Hard or even stuff like Black Christmas? Black Christmas, you could remove all the Christmas stuff from Black Christmas and it would still be
A good
a
song.
fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas something like Nicole mentioned, like with Krampus or stuff like that, like you can't remove the Christmas from Krampus.
Yeah.
You can't remove the Christmas from what the fuck else have we talked about? The Mean One.
Right.
Yeah. You can't remove the Christmas from Die Hard.
No, you can't.
No.
But it's
I
just some
have
crazy guy invading an office building
a
for no
machine
reason.
gun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you know that was Alan Rickman's first movie role?
Really?
And that he had been in Hollywood for only 6 weeks.
Wow.
Wow.
Mhm.
He just
He's a
came,
theatrical actor.
yeah, he just came over on the boat or whatever, and 6 weeks later, he's offered Die Hard. He almost turned it down until
Well, those facts.
he,
Like, to me,
he
that
read the
makes the
whole
whole movie.
script. And then he was like, I still don't know if I want to do it. And his agent was like, dude, you got to do it. So he hopped on, and the dude has, like, it's Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
this.
Who can do anything.
He didn't know.
Everybody
He
says Hollywood's so hard. Here's this guy 6 weeks in.
Yeah. Yeah.
was good.
No, he's a Shakespearean actor. I mean,
Mhm.
he's staged for years.
Hmm.
I loved that man.
I did too. He's
I
another
even-
one. Could do anything. Could play hero, villain, anything.
Yeah.
It was
He got
great.
a lot. He got
And
a
he
lot
does
of
it so
villains there
well.
for a while.
Yeah.
I remember when he did Quigley Down Under. I even liked that one.
Wow, I forgot about
Yep.
that movie.
Yep.
Like completely forgot about that movie.
Yeah. It didn't have a lot of staying power.
He was one of the best parts of Galaxy Quest.
Oh yeah,
I loved him in Galaxy Quest.
He's so funny.
He was. He could do comedy. He could do anything.
Pete Griffin for me will always be Dogma.
Oh my God, I love him in Dogma.
Absolutely loved him in Dogma. And again, there's that comedy that you mentioned, like with Galaxy Quest. Like he can just do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then watching him strip down and show that he has no genitals is one of my favorite things for some reason.
I'm as anatomically impaired as a Ken doll.
I love him. And I love that movie, and it is highly underrated.
It is.
It is.
That was one of Justin Long's first movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tim Allen's fault.
It was just a Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was Justin Long in Dogma. But no Galaxy Quest.
Right, in Galaxy
Quest was so good. Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney
But anyway, yeah, that was the end of it for me, guys. I gotta head out.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Good night, sweetie.
I appreciate.
Love you, Jen.
Good night.
We'll do it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I adore that man.
Sorry. I got a little choked up.
Yeah, little verklempt.
A little bit clamped.
Oh, yes.
That cup of coffee has made like 80% of the difference. Honest to God.
Wow.
My headache's gone.
Yeah, you were probably, well, the migraine
Yeah.
caffeine helps that like crazy.
Hope it was black coffee.
It wasn't. Sorry.
What the-
Can't drink
come
black
on.
coffee. I can't drink black coffee. I'm not a psycho. Well.
Careful now.
I know. And I'm attempting my second piece of toast, so be forewarned.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I'll be standing by with the mute.
Stand by the mute.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we are back to you.
All right. Don't have too many more in my head. But going along the lines of Die Hard to that era, and I can't believe nobody's brought it up yet. Gremlins.
Of course.
Definitely a Christmas movie.
Of course. Yeah. No, you're right. It was actually on my list. But I've been favoring other stuff to bring up.
Yeah.
It's almost obvious, you know.
Yeah, it is. Gremlins. And it has one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen. Now, I mean, it is a Christmas movie. It's debatable if it's a horror movie.
Oh, it's definitely a horror movie.
Just because it has so much comedy in it, but the most horrifying part was Phoebe Cates telling the story about her father. That was fucking gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
Time you watch Gremlins too.
In the chimney?
Her father got stuck in the chimney. Oh my God.
I recently watched the second one, and she starts to do a story about New Year's Eve, and then they stop her in the middle. It was like a flashback to the Christmas thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
But in my opinion, one of the funniest scenes ever made in a movie was Deagle. Anytime I need to laugh, I think about her flying up the side of the stairs. In the
Kiss my grits blow. I love that woman. Amazing. And we talked about that. For years, I didn't realize it was Mrs. Deagle because she looked so different when I was a kid, without the wig on. And I didn't know.
Oh my God, that's too funny. It's a great fucking movie. Great movie. Timeless. It is absolutely timeless.
Nice. Yeah, no, absolutely. Trying to think if I got any really favorite scenes in there.
Dick Miller is great.
I don't know why. I always thought it was hilarious that they broke into the YMCA and multiplied it.
Ball.
I have no idea why I think that's hilarious, but I did.
I actually got upset when that first happened to Gizmo.
Ah.
So did I.
Like when I was a kid watching it, I'm like, "Oh, the poor Gizmo, he's in pain." You know, I got really upset.
What do.
Yeah.
Dick Corey Feldman just dumps the water on him. Like, come on, dude. Give me the program.
And
you know what I did learn? So, again, we did this one on our podcast. We did Gremlins for Christmas and Krampus. But the dog's name is Mushroom, and he is the dog. He's Lance Hendrickson's dog in Pumpkinhead. Same dog.
Really?
Little interesting fact there, right?
Oh,
I love
that's
that.
interesting.
oh my God.
Dog was famous.
Wow.
A famous dog. Wow.
The dog that almost got run over by the motorcycle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry about your luck, kid, but the dog was safe, so that's fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, Gremlins classic movie. Love it.
Classic Christmas movie.
Yeah. Definitely the stair thing was a very memorable.
We were talking about that because my new place is on the second floor, and my mom was very concerned that if, God forbid, I had something happen again, would I not be able to get? And I said, well, they build those chairs, so my brother's already talking about rewiring a chair to shoot me out the roof, and then we started watching Gremlins because you just can't beat that scene.
The way they say her name.
Diggle.
Diggle, diggle, diggle. Was it her hand-painted Bavarian snowman or something?
Yes. But that thing looked like something you got at Walmart, but she's like, it's an antique hand painted.
She was the greatest character.
And all of her cats I picked up on before, they're all named after money. One of them's dollar bill, one of them's yen, one of them, I don't remember the other ones, but as she was saying all their names, I'm like, oh, that bitch is like Ebenezer Scrooge. She's like, I love it. I really do enjoy her.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, you know what? It is 9:08. Because this one is not really a horror movie, but since we've passed the 9 o'clock spot, I figure I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
The Poseidon Adventure takes place on New Year's Eve.
Really?
Yep, I never knew that before. Never realized it.
Which one? The OG or the
OG with Ernest Borgnine and Shelley Winters and
I mean, maybe they both do, and I just
maybe they both do. I don't remember the remake, but good.
Damn, I haven't watched that since I was a kid.
So
make me spell this.
I wanted to again watch it before tonight because I was looking up stuff and found that, and I said, wow. But yeah, no, I would like to watch that again. Maybe we'll have to do a hangout, like a watch along or something.
That would be good.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
You know what we'll have to do?
I remember that movie terrifying me. Gene Hackman was the other one that was in that movie. Brilliant.
We'll have to do a double feature: the Poseidon Adventure and the Towering Inferno.
Oh, that's a good movie too. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. Oh, Red Buttons was in this. Wow.
That was terrifying.
Stella Stevens. It's a great cast. Oh, and Jack Albertson, fucking Grandpa Joe. That son of a
Grandpa Joe.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. So I would like to watch that one again, but I thought I never knew it took place on New Year's. So
yeah, I could watch it again because I remember very little about it.
It's midnight on New Year's Eve on the SS Poseidon, and it was struck by a 90-foot wave. And then I remember Shelley Winters having to.
I have not watched that since I think I saw it with my dad,
with my grandpa.
Grade school. It was a long time ago.
Wow.
Probably like Catalina's age.
I know, probably way too young to see that movie.
Oh, my dad always let me watch stuff I shouldn't have.
I love that.
Let me listen to Richard Pryor records, for Christ's sake. But would never let me watch a Cheech and Chong movie. I could not figure that one out.
The drugs.
Yeah. I've never seen a Cheech and Chong movie to this day.
Really?
Weird.
Because I have it in my head that it's forbidden,
That's funny.
Yeah.
Dave's not here, man. Sorry.
I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said
smoke.
I've seen a couple of them. What was that one where they went back in time to I don't know, some it wasn't quite medieval times, but they were both there. They were in jail, and the way they broke out of prison was they used this they used the French bread to bend the bars because like everybody knows that French bread, like it's like super hard, like baseball bat hard, like so they were like banging the bars with it and like bending it like it was like they were hitting it with a pipe or something. I mean, it was pretty.
I don't think I saw that one.
I forget what it was called.
I remember the one where he's like, "How am I doing with the drive?" And he's like, "You're so parked, man." Like they're all high in the. There's a lot of drugs in that movie. All the movies.
That's probably why I was never allowed to watch it.
Yeah, that would explain.
I can watch people die on a ship, but I can't watch it.
Well, yes, because sex and drugs are different than violence. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Dave's not here, man. Dave. I'm just, it's like, dude, where's my car? It's just stoner humor. But I think you should watch it. Maybe bring that to the Poconos.
I think it was the Corsican Brothers.
You think it was what?
The Corsican Brothers.
Yeah, I've never seen that or heard of it.
It's the parody adaptation of the Alexander Dumas novel.
Dumbass.
Boisterous but unappreciated rock band is kicked out of a quaint French town only to cross paths with a mystical gypsy who unfolds the strange tale of two brothers. So, and the rest of the movie is almost like a hallucination for them.
Sorry. I've had nights like that.
Yeah.
We don't talk too much about them anymore.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to add that to the list.
Even though it's not a Christmas movie.
That's okay.
But I remember that being funny to me that they broke out of jail with French bread.
That's my kind of humor. It's like very like airplane humor. I love it.
Yeah. Or like Mel Brooks or
Secret
something.
Santa humor. Yeah.
That's right. So that's what I got. So Poseidon Adventure. Yeah. Somehow we went there. We got the Cheech and Chong from the Poseidon Adventure.
I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Welcome to our brains.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Chain reaction after chain reaction.
Yeah. Let's see. The main one. Die Hard. Gremlins, Poseidon Adventure. Okay, we're back to me. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a New Year's movie because I haven't mentioned any yet. I just watched this one today called Midnighters.
Okay.
This it's really only a New Year's movie because like it starts out with them at a New Year's Eve party. A couple, I don't know, it almost seems like it's at a bar. A couple that is clearly not getting along very well because she had to like go outside. He's outside smoking a cigarette. The ball just dropped. She's like, "Oh, you left me hanging in there." I think it might have been a company Christmas party now that I mentioned it because he was like, "I don't understand how you can be around these people all the time." And she's like, "So you're gonna pay the mortgage?" So it's like one of those. They're at each other like almost immediately, but like they're trying, and they've got this like just a stumbling relationship, and so like they're driving home. Obviously, they've both been drinking. They end up hitting a person while they're driving home, and
thanks for the ride, lady.
Yeah, exactly. So they can't like make a phone call or anything. And they're like, okay, no service, that old gag. And well, I guess we're gonna have to drive him to the hospital ourselves. So they got him in the back seat. The husband's sitting with him. They're driving in the direction of the hospital. He thinks the guy died, and he's such a moron. He can't find a pulse on the dude. And they have this conversation about how both of them had been drinking, and he's like, just turn the car around, go home, and she's like, what? He's like, for some reason she goes along with it. They drive back to the house, park in the garage. They're going to figure out what to do, The sister comes home a little later, finds out the guy's not dead because he grabs her. And she goes out to the garage to try to find out what noise she heard.
What's this one called again?
It's called The Midnighters.
Okay.
So yeah, the sister ends up actually killing this guy. They end up going through his jacket pockets, and that was the stupidest part, was they go through his jacket pockets and find a slip of paper that had their address on it. He had a gun too, that type of thing. It's like he was on his way to our house. You know what I mean? So like it does unfold as they go along. I don't know if it's a good story. It's an okay story.
It's a story.
Yeah. And it doesn't really go the direction you think it's going to go, but by the end, you feel good for one character, I guess.
It's Alex Esso. I didn't realize that's the main girl in it. You know her, Nicole. She's in all the Mike Flanagan things. She's the one that's dating Henry Thomas in real life from the movie Starry Eyes. She was in Midnight Mass. She played. She was the mother that got younger. What's her name's Annabeth Gish's mother.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She played Wendy Torrance in Dr. Sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know who you're talking about.
I like her.
And I'm guessing there's more than one movie by this name.
Midnighters.
Yeah, because I just found one from 2016, but that's not the movie I watched.
This one is 2017. It says their marriage was already in trouble. Then came the accident and decisions.
Oh, leave the word "the" off of it.
Midnighters.
It's just Midnighters.
Okay.
Okay, let me take that away. Jeez.
God damn it.
I know, right? Crazy. All right. So, neither of you have seen it. That's fine.
I added it to the list.
Yeah, it's okay.
And there's not a lot of, New Year's horror movies. So
That's true. That's true. And that's kind of why I watched this one. There was another one that I wanted to make time for today that I just didn't get around to. Called Break. It's clearly a foreign film when you start looking at the names of the people that are in it. It's like they're very, I don't want to say they're Russian sounding names. They might be
a lot of skis.
Kinda. And but that doesn't turn me off to it at all, because I see a lot of really good foreign films, but that's one of those movies I was taken in by reading the synopsis of it, and I wanted to watch it. I just didn't find time before this. These people wanted to spend New Year's on a mountaintop, so they take one of those like tram type things up there, and it gets stuck, kind of like Frozen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm in. I like movies like that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Mr. Nanners.
Hi, Mr. Nanners.
Happy New Year.
Senor Nanners.
Yes, Senor Nanners. So, yeah. So I may still watch those movies, because I said I wanted to see A Cadaver Christmas and I wanted to watch Break.
Okay.
So I might still watch them, even though I can't really comment on them here. But Midnighters, it's all right. You can give that a try.
I'll throw it on there.
And you might watch it and go, eh.
Well, when you were describing it, it reminded me of that movie you recommended with Stephen Ray. The girl hits him with the car, and he's like stuck in her windshield in her garage for like 2 days.
Right. Yeah. Which was based on a true story, which I think was the hangout we were doing. Based on
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yep, it's a good one. Nicole, I think we're back to you.
We are. You're gonna have to help me with this because I can't remember the name of it. Because I didn't have time to make a list. It was we watched the Poconos.
Okay.
And I came out of my chair in the first 2 minutes with the mask and the guy going up the stairs. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I want to say Sammy the Elf. Does that sound right?
Well, that was the character.
What was the movie?
He knows.
He knows.
Yes, I did see that one.
That was good. I enjoyed that. That was one of the creepiest masks I have seen in a long time. When he just juts at the camera, I literally came out of my seat. Like, yeah.
By Mr. Steve
That was
Morris.
fun.
Steve Morris, Indiana native. He is. You might be pleased to know that he's doing a follow-up to that.
Ooh.
In the future.
Ooh.
Maybe not right now. Yeah, because he had an idea for doing multiple movies based on that idea. So it's like it was going to be like he knows, they know, that type of thing.
I love that.
Yeah. So he made like at least one Facebook post about it. I don't know if there was any more, but his current project is going to be Bad Apples, which of course was what the hell did he call it? I think he called it like The Good Son, but with a chick. Like in a nutshell. But yeah, Bad Apples is his current project that he's focused on. And I think they're actually filming, if I'm not mistaken, or at least they have their schedule.
It's starting. It's happening.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I look forward to it because I liked He Knows, and
I did too. It was good. It was really good.
For a first attempt at a feature-length film, that was pretty good.
The Mask made it. The Mask made that movie. That was. I love The Mask.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And also the custom song.
Yeah.
So like he had like that. I want to call him like almost like an '80s metal style band.
Yeah.
Did a song for the movie. Even did a video. They even did a video. Like, of course, he paid him to do it, but I mean,
right.
But that was like the opening credits. Like you had this animation credit like sequence that was really cool, where they played the Sammy the Elf song. It was awesome.
Yep, it was great.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't get the recognition it deserves.
Yeah, and Lynn Lowry. How cool!
Yes,
was she
love
Lynn Lowry was in it. Yeah.
What was it? They had this one joke in there that was hilarious. I laughed, but like at first hearing, like you could see how it would fall flat with some people who like didn't know what it meant. But like I think they were commenting on like the daughter's behavior or something like that, and she's like, "Oh, well, I listened to a lot of NWA while I was pregnant with her," and I was like, I laughed my ass off when I heard that. But it, it could have fell flat with any other audience. Like,
yeah,
I do have a reference to that, so
it
worked for me. But yeah, I wonder how that movie would have done differently. Like they had some scheduling issues when they shot that, because apparently Lynn was supposed to be there for the final scene, and I think her character may have been the one to take out the killer.
Okay.
And they had to change it because they had some scheduling problems. So like her character was not in that scene, but she was intended to be. So I wonder how much different it would have been had they been able to get that done. Yeah. But
there's a lot of people that we know in this movie. For that, Julianne Prescott's in it.
Oh yeah.
Sean Phillips. I don't know if you know Sean Phillips. I think he's
he's funny.
There was a couple
Nicole knows Sean Phillips. He was in Amityville Thanksgiving.
Please don't ever mention that again.
He was the one talking about the flavored lubes.
He was in Ghost too. Just saying.
If I had to watch that again, I would turn to stone. I swear to God. Please don't. I don't even want to think about it.
And he was in Amityville Bigfoot, which I have never seen.
Oh,
I have not either.
So man, I might have to.
There's a chance.
Yes.
God.
If you do
Ryan.
watch it, you will be on Adam or
Ryan.
Ryan Amityville retrospect,
Yes.
because he'll be looking for people to do this with him.
Yeah,
I would
Amityville
happily
Shark
do
House.
any of them
I've
with
never
him.
heard of Amityville Shark House, but I need to see that one because sharks, and
I told him he's got to have me on for Amityville 3D.
I did agree to do the second one, which is the most incesty one of all of them, but
yeah, it's also the most what I want to say abusive one.
Yeah. Diane Franklin was in that when she was young.
Yeah,
she's a little sister.
Yeah, I may have Ryan have me on for Amityville in the Hood whenever he does that.
Nice. Yeah, I honestly told him I would love. I've never seen any of these movies other than the original couple.
Oh yeah,
I would do Amityville Thanksgiving with him when he does his review, just so I can finally have a movie where I can say my rating is 0.0.
Nice.
Do not watch it. It is that bad.
Do not recommend.
It's not even so bad. It's funny. It's just.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone that worked on that.
And that was Mike that got me into that. Mike made me watch that.
What a shame.
Yeah.
I know people who worked on that. That's unfortunate.
I apologize, but yeah, no. Maybe their next one will be better.
Oh, I love.
They can't all be winners.
Yeah,
they can't all be winners.
I loved one of the reviews I watched on that, but it wasn't being nice to it. It was being funny though, which is what made me appreciate it. The whole whittling thing. What the hell?
That character made me want to just stay in the shower for like days. Like I can't. He looks so slimy, like so just icky.
Yeah,
like the creepy uncle that drives a van, kind of icky. Yeah.
He was kind of creepy. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
I gotta step away for a minute. I shall be right back.
Okay. What are we up to?
I guess we're up to me. I was gonna do one that I don't think, because again, I have the same bunch that we've talked about ad nauseum, so I'm trying to do different ones. I don't know if we discussed this one before, but have you ever seen the movie I Trapped the Devil?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've seen it.
I'm not even sure if I would consider it a horror movie, which is why I waited till after 9. I mean, it definitely has some horror in it, but it's basically about this guy, like his brother and the brother's wife stop by unexpectedly on like Christmas to see the brother because he's been acting really weird and not answering calls and being freaky. And basically the brother thinks that he's captured the devil in the basement. He's got him locked in a room in the basement.
Okay.
It's a really cool movie. I saw it with my friend years ago. I liked it a lot more than he did. Because I just thought it was just weird. Like, did he really catch the devil? It's one of those, But I didn't think we talked about that one last time. I'm curious. I don't think Clint would have seen it. Whose picture is on his? Is that him on there, or
it's called? What's that?
Is that Clint's picture on his thing?
Yes, yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
The sexy Clint photo.
Like, one of them. Yeah.
Is he wearing a shirt? Wait.
He is wearing a shirt. Yes. It looks like he was. It looks like he's in the woods, like he was hiking or something. All right.
Maybe I'll bring up one that you've seen so we could talk about. Did you watch It's a Wonderful Knife recently?
Yes.
That was cute. I liked me some Justin Long in that. He played the
I love him.
character, but he embraced it 112%, and I just loved him.
He did. It wasn't horrible. I mean, it wasn't great, but
it's not what I'd call
again, it's Justin Long is a douchebag. You got to watch it. You know?
And with those fake teeth and that weird tan and the whole like toupee. But,
and I did like the mask. I like the ice mask. Was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love a slasher. I don't remember if it was.
I do too.
Somebody's not a fan of slashers, but hi, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
So I had originally brought up I Trapped the Devil, but Nicole hadn't seen it.
Oh.
Have you seen that one?
Yes. I like
Should
that
I
one.
watch that one?
It's actually on my list. I
liked it.
Yes, absolutely. You should watch that.
Okay.
Did you give her a synopsis on it?
I didn't. I gave her the brief rundown, but I didn't know you weren't here, so I skipped it and I brought up It's a Wonderful Knife, so we would have something to talk about.
Oh, I got you.
But why don't you bring up then I Trap the Devil, and I'll go with mine as It's a Wonderful Knife, since we ended on that.
That's fine. Yeah, go for it.
So again, Justin Long, love him.
Fantastic.
It's a goofy. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a goofy, basically time travel movie. You change one thing and then everything changes. And I thought it was fun. It was enjoyable. It was shiny and happy and good slashery. And we determined that the mask was pretty cool.
Joel McHale was great.
Yeah.
I love
Joel McHale.
Son of a bitch. I love him.
Clearly inspired by It's a Wonderful Life. As far as its general storyline, they just turned it on its ear
and made it into knives, which
right. I don't know, man. I wish they would have done a little bit more, with the parallels between the two movies. Because they made a big deal in It's a Wonderful Life about an angel getting its wings, like a bell ringing. Oh, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings, and the killer was an angel, was a tree topper type angel. You know what I mean? It's wouldn't it be cool to throw the killer off of a bell tower or something like that while the bells are ringing? I guess that angel didn't get its wings. You know what I mean? It's
that would have been great.
Yeah, I wanted more parallels here. I don't know. It would have been cool.
It was an enjoyable slasher. It was. And again, Justin Long. Can't go wrong.
Love him.
And I really feel like the way he looked.
With the fake teeth, fake hair.
I almost feel like they were trying to recreate one of the claymation characters in Rudolph movie.
That's weird. Yeah.
If you look at him and then you go look at one of the elves in the Rudolph movie, that's kind of what he looked like, and to me that kind of resonated because I remember those movies really well when I was a kid. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but that's what my brain did.
That's what my brain went for.
Yeah. I had a good time with that movie.
Yeah.
It was goofy fun. And like I said, trying to bring up ones we haven't talked about. So there we go.
Yeah, no, definitely. We don't want to churn over the same old Christmas movies every year.
Some of them are freaking good. I can't help it. They're all on my list. I'm trying to save them.
Right. And I thought I wrote that one down here. Maybe I didn't. Okay.
Well, we're up to you, sir.
We are. I Trapped the Devil.
Yeah, it's really a good movie.
Yeah, how about that? Oh man. It's barely a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? It's it does take place on Christmas, and there's this guy, he's this middle-aged guy who lives by himself, and I think it's his sister, maybe, and his brother-in-law come to visit him. And they kind of just surprise him. They just show up to wish him Christmas, spend Christmas with him. They kind of crash his house. And because it's who just shows up and just automatically assumes they're going to stay? You know what I mean? And we're going to have Christmas and it's going to be great. We're going to be a family.
We're forcing you to have Christmas.
Yeah. And he's immediately weird. And you just get the idea that he's just weird because he's been secluded for so long, that he's cut himself off from everybody, which is the reason why they showed up. There's a dynamic between the characters there, but ultimately through being there and him being so weird, they kind of suss it out of him, that he's got somebody in the basement.
Trapped in the basement.
Yeah. and they're immediately freaked out, and according to him, he basically managed to trap the devil in his basement in this room. But of course, you get anywhere near the door and you listen, it sounds like there's a little girl in that room. So it's like they don't know what to do, and they're trying not to upset him, but at the same time, they're really compelled. Who the hell is in that room? And they feel like they need to do something about it. So the whole thing falls apart. They all turn on each other essentially, and they really feel like they're doing the right thing by trying to save this person that's trapped in his basement room. So,
kind of reminiscent of that Twilight Zone episode.
I'll stop there. It's a cool movie. It's a good story.
Is it something I can handle?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No kids or
they don't do anything with like hurting animals or children, from what I can.
Okay, then we're good.
Yeah, so you should be fine. It's really very dramatic in the way that it unfolds.
Okay.
There's a little bit of violence, but it's only amongst the family members.
Oh, that's fine.
So it's done with love.
The adults can kill each other all they want. Okay.
Right.
All right. I'm definitely putting that high up on the list.
Yeah.
It sounds intriguing. It really does.
Psychological movie.
It really felt too simple to me. Where I was like, what could they possibly do with this? How do you get a feature-length film out of this?
Those are some of the best ones, though.
I feel like
the ones with the most basic stories are some of the best movies.
I feel like they pulled it off.
Agreed.
I'm definitely putting that up.
Mm-hmm.
It's streaming somewhere, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm sure I saw it on Tubi.
Okay.
So be prepared for commercials, but
no, that don't bother me.
Yeah.
Me neither.
And AMC, you have the Prime AMC.
Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it.
You just in her own little world.
Makes me happy.
Yeah.
Reminds me of me when I was that age.
Yeah. Oh,
honestly, reminds me of me most of the time now too.
Yeah. Now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you start talking about this guy in this movie who, isolates himself from the world, I'm like, yeah, that's a dream. That's a long-term fantasy for me.
It's not bad.
Yeah, something else.
It's my turn.
Have you got something you want to throw out?
I got one more that I can think of. I'm going to go with, I watched it not too long ago, a couple months ago for the first time. I only saw it once, but I did like it, and I love the twist at the end. I'm going to go with Better Watch Out.
Love that movie. Home Alone's
that was a fun movie. I enjoyed that a lot. I did not see the end coming. It was great.
My favorite part is when they're wheeling around. She's like,
yeah.
So good.
That was good.
That was on my list.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that one yet? Oh, it was on your list to not on your list to watch. Your list.
No, on my list to bring up. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I've seen that one. Yeah, they totally went all in on the Home Alone thing.
Love it.
Yeah.
They flat out called it. Like, I don't know. Somebody says if you Home Alone, it's gonna. That was brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah. I always wondered about that one myself, the whole paint can thing.
Nobody guessed that one, huh?
I never would have guessed that result, but yeah.
It was a fun movie. Very fun movie.
Yeah, I like it. Oh boy, good. So, all right, I guess we're back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another one that we may or may not have brought up at some point in the past, but I don't think it gets the recognition it deserves. Have you seen The Children?
No.
It is currently on Plex and Freevee, according to IMDb. It's a relaxing Christmas vacation that all of a sudden the kids go like feral and kill the parents or try to kill the parents.
Oh, cool.
All right.
There's like a couple scenes that are just brilliant, like
so the opposite of mom and dad.
The opposite of mom and dad, exactly. Which I loved up until the ending because I don't like when movies just stop and you're like, meh. But that movie made me laugh fucking hard. But yeah, the children feel like a good creepy kid movie where they're just like, oh, my kids are so sweet. What's with the chainsaw? You know? I remember there being a really good sledding scene.
I love a good creepy kid movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I think you'd like this one. And it's free.
Wow.
That works.
I may have to put that on my list. You had me at free. No.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas.
Yeah.
The children. Okay.
The children. I'm trying to remember if they're English. I don't remember if this is a. Yeah, it is. All right, they're in England. That's an accent I enjoy.
All right. That'll go on Clint's list too.
Whew, I'm getting tired.
Yeah. Well, we are getting close to 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We don't have to keep this up. I heard one tired. I got one sick over here.
I'm telling you, man, that coffee is like fucking magic.
Are you
Headache is gone.
like if you have coffee, can you sleep?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have medication for that.
Oh, okay. Because like coffee doesn't necessarily make me feel awake. Well, that's not true. I do love it in the morning, but like it will keep me up all night if I have a cup of coffee now, which is depressing.
Oh no, not me.
Because all the talk of coffee, I'm like, I want a cup of coffee. So.
But it did. Yeah, my headache is gone. I've had a fucking migraine since yesterday morning. Woke up with it. Like couldn't even turn on the lights. TV was not on. Nothing.
That's the worst feeling.
I had my face covered, just trying to sleep.
And not have your brain split out over your bed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And I still had it this morning, and it was like slowly going away. And then I just had the cup of coffee, and it's gone.
I love that. That's
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a magical thing.
Yeah. Coffee.
Did you have any other New Year's ones? I'm curious. I had a couple on here, but there's not a whole lot of great New Year's.
I do.
You do?
I have a few on my list, but I'm going to bring up this one because I just saw it.
Did he freeze?
No.
Oh.
I thought so too.
Really?
Stopped and he didn't move.
You just it's called
All My Friends.
and that's where
I saw that on a list and I didn't end up watching it. Was it good?
It was okay. I'll put it this way. Is it on Shudder? I think it's on Shudder. Because like there's very few places you can see it. And you got to find the dubbed version. Because I think there's like 2 versions on there, and I managed to watch the dubbed version. For some reason, the other people I were watching it with did not find the dubbed version, and they were listening to it in the original Polish. So it is a 4, and it is interesting.
That's what we're calling.
Kind of, yeah. It is a New Year's Eve party. Bunch of people show up to it. And there's some like, I don't know, this person cheating on that person, somebody accidentally gets shot, they freak out, they try to cover up the body. Have this scene where it's like somebody like walks down the hallway when they're like trying to do something with the body and they see the blood on the floor and they're like, what's that? Oh, it's ketchup. And then like he ran and he grabbed a piece of pizza and like dipped it in the blood and like ate a piece of it. And I'm like, whoa, what?
What?
You really throughout the movie hate every single character in this house. And you know what's coming because they start the movie with the ending of the movie. You know what I mean? They did one of those. So you see the scene Okay, well, somehow we get to this. And it's just like, what is the progression of events that take us here? The progression of events is every single person in the house is a complete jag off. You know what I mean? And you hate every single one of them, and you're like, when do they die? You know? And it's
just
like,
want you to die.
right. And somehow the melee that causes all their deaths is like super fast, and they like wait until the very end of the movie to give it to you. And it's like you get all this storyline with certain characters that you don't care about, you don't want.
I hate that.
Yeah, but you feel bad for like one character, the pizza guy. Yeah. And it seems like he's got it the worst of all. He's sitting there doing this job trying to figure out how to get paid, like for this pizza, so he doesn't like lose his job, and
Home Alone all over again.
Yeah.
$73 for pizza.
He's basically got to drop out of school, because he's taking care of his mother. He keeps getting phone calls from his mother, and his landlord. There's smoke coming out of the building, and it's like, so like you get the impression the building's on fire. Something's happening to his poor mother that he's taking care of, and he can't get out of this place because he's,
got to get his monies.
Yeah, get his money. He keeps getting like calls from his boss at the pizza place, tells that guy to go fuck himself, and something happens to him by the end of the movie, which strangely enough is get this odd storyline of how was taking these classes, and he had this like incredible idea, and like he wrote down all the math on like some toilet paper and so forth. And you realize by and he left it there so that someone could find it, maybe benefit from his discoveries. And by the end, you find out that the police who scene accidentally flush it down the toilet. Yeah. So it's like it was a movie like that had no purpose.
It was a movie.
And yeah. I'm not going to say I recommend that one.
I didn't add it to the list.
But I did watch it, so I thought I'd bring it up.
Excellent.
Yeah. Anything else? Or are we gonna run down the lists and end this thing?
I actually have a lot on my list, but I'm cool with just running down them and saying them because
it's fine.
I'm cool with that too.
I think Nicole ran out, or did you have another one you want to toss?
I had one more, but it actually is not one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Just because some of the content I just can't handle. Although it did have some really good kills. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh, yes.
It's on my list as well.
Yeah.
It's like you have to.
Yeah.
And throw part 2 in there as well,
Right.
Garbage day.
You kind of have to, because like I remember probably a year ago, I was trying to find Silent Night, Deadly Night because I'd never seen it. I wanted to watch it. Still haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah. I could not find a place to watch it, to where it didn't cost me. Now, of course, I can see it on the server,
right,
that we keep talking about.
Hush.
No, but like I mentioned it in a Facebook post online, and like I got all these comments from people that are like, "Don't worry about it, just watch part 2." They're like, "There's so many flashbacks, you basically saw part 1."
Yeah, like 70% of part 2 is part 1. Like half the movie is flashbacks. Yeah,
except you get Garbage Day.
Yeah,
part
so that's what I ended up doing, was watching part 2.
Yeah.
So as far as Silent Night, Deadly Night movies go, I still haven't seen part 1. I haven't seen part 4. I don't know if part 4 is any good. I can tell you I did not care for part 3.
I did not see part 3.
I feel like I watched them, but I have absolutely no recollection of them. What is part? Does one of them have a different?
Wasn't Brian Bremer in one of them?
Yeah, part 5.
Part 5.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. That one was actually
the one
really
with
good.
the toy man or something, right?
He's the toy maker.
That was the one I was thinking of. That I'm
gonna have
one
to
of them was different.
Catch up.
And you get Andy Rooney in there, which is hilarious because apparently when those movies first started coming out, he had spoken out against them so like fiercely like
vehemently
calling it some of the worst films ever made. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
So you need to make a buck.
So part 5 rolls along and he's in one. You know what I mean?
That's hysterical.
Which is hilarious.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
But yeah, Brian Bremer or Bremer has some good stories about. I'm sorry, not Andy Rooney, Mickey Rooney. What am I talking about? Jesus.
You know, you said Andy, but
There's
in
a
my
big
head,
difference.
I pictured Mickey.
There is a big difference.
There's a huge difference. But I went with Mickey in my head only because I know he's in the, like, it didn't even occur to me that you said Andy.
Yeah. I'm an idiot.
Afraid of Mickey Rooney. I don't know why.
Yeah.
She did not like him. His little midget hands or something. I don't know. She didn't like him.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a great actor. And apparently he's got like a photographic memory.
Really?
Yeah. So like he can basically just like he doesn't rehearse. He'll read a scene one time.
So like that eidetic memory.
Yeah, one take is all that guy needs.
That's brilliant to me. You know, we were talking about Mary Lou Henner. She's one of like 6 people in the world that can recall everything from her past.
Wow.
So not even just an eidetic memory, but it goes beyond that. And like I said, there's only like 6 people in the whole world that can do this, and Mary Lou Henner is one of them. So she was in a play in Bucks County at the New Hope Theater, and I met her outside, and I was like, she will remember that forever.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, Mickey Rooney, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 5.
Yep.
After having spoken out so harshly.
I think we'll have to watch that one next year.
Oh, that was such a good one. I still need to watch Part 1 and Part 4. Part 3 is garbage.
I haven't seen past 2. I haven't seen any of them past 2.
I mean, so technically it has to do with the killer from Part 1. So like apparently he didn't die. They had him in some like comatose type state or something like that.
I hate it when they do that shit.
And some doctor was doing some experimental like stuff where he was like regrowing his brain tissue and stuff like that. So you got Bill Moseley playing the comatose character in the very beginning, which I thought was cool. I was like, oh shit, Bill Moseley, you know. But because of all the brain surgery and the procedure, like he's missing the top part of his head, so his skull's not there. But they have this permanent apparatus on his head.
So it's like the little
it seriously looks like a clear bowl with Jello on the inside that's just on his head. That's what this looks like. He's going through the whole movie with this thing on his head.
Which one was this?
Part 3.
3. Okay. I did see this.
If I'm gonna watch 4 and 5, I have to watch Part 3. I have to watch them all. Yeah.
Good night, Kyler.
Night, Kyler.
Night, Kyler.
Oh yeah, definitely watch them all.
Yeah.
Watch out. Yeah. Did he have a psychic connection with the girl, or am I thinking of a different?
No, you're right. She was blind.
Oh, the blind girl. Yes.
Yeah, they did that.
Okay.
You're really not selling me on this movie.
Yeah,
no, it's a terrible movie.
And she somehow had a psychic connection with
my first year of doing. So I think it was 2 Christmases ago. My first Christmas doing.
It's a hard watch.
It's a hard watch,
guys. And we did Christmases, and I watched all of these movies, all of the Silent Night, Deadly Nights, just for you guys.
Okay.
But I don't really think I love you and all, but I'm not sure it was worth it.
Yeah.
I'm
with you.
The 4th one was what? Initiation.
Okay.
It was a reporter investigating the bizarre death of a woman who leapt from a building in flames, finds herself mixed up in a cult of witches who are making their part of the sacrificial ceremony during the Christmas season. So this had nothing to do with the slasher thing. That's why I don't remember that one, although I did see it. And then the Toy Maker was the 5th one.
Okay.
Oh, they get that. Yeah. Initiation. I did see it. It was kind of like when Halloween went to that whole, you know what I'm talking about. What, 5?
Cult of Thorn. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like that.
I feel like Part 3 is one that we're going to have to watch together, and it's going to be like a Mystery Science Theater type watch.
Yeah, we have.
You know?
However, in
that.
part 4, Clint Howard is in part 4, so there is that.
Yeah.
And they are all on the
He
server.
plays
Awesome.
Ah,
I thought he was also in part 5.
he in part 5 also?
I think he was in part 5. Yeah.
Let me see.
Part.
And I only say that because I think I briefly remember him being on screen, very briefly. And Brian Bramer told a story
So cute.
about running into
Yes, he is.
Clint
Plays
Howard.
the same character.
And he's like, "Oh, hey, we were in a movie together," even though they weren't on screen at the same time. But he remembered that they.
That
had
was
both-
at New Jersey
both done the
Horror
same
Con.
movie.
That's amazing.
Yeah, something like that.
That was meeting him there was fucking
Amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great.
He's
Absolutely.
my favorite. Like I said, when everybody says, who's your favorite meat? Between him and Felissa, it's just, and they were both talking on a thread. And I said, I just want both of you in my house. I just want to hang out with both of you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We were at the bar that night. He was just wonderful. So wonderful.
Love that, man. Yeah.
Super cool dude.
Very cool.
Talented voice actor.
Yes.
Incredible voice
A lot
actor.
of voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still refuse to believe his age. I think he's lying.
Yeah.
He was not 20 years old when he did Pumpkinhead. No, he was like 14. No.
Right? He did not look 20.
He did not look 20 at all. He looked like he was 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yay.
That's great. Silent Night, Deadly Night. All right.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
Is that the only one you have left, Nicole? You have others? You want to run down your list? You don't have a list, I know.
Excuse me. No, that was it. That was all I could think of.
All right. Clint, you want to run down your list? You want me to run down my list? Just
I can go through mine.
go for it.
I got a Black Christmas.
Not bad.
God, yeah, duh.
But I figured you were going to bring that up because you guys recently did it on your show.
Right.
Scrooged.
Oh, I love Scrooge.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I just consider that a Christmas movie, not like
It's not a horror movie, but
What's
yeah.
after
horror movie.
9 o'clock?
Oh,
it's an
well, hell, then I'd have a ton of them. Go ahead.
it's an after 9 o'clock type thing. P2, of course, I've mentioned that before. Christmas Bloody Christmas, which is
That was on mine too. I love that
awesome.
movie.
I need to watch it again. I always bring up this one, 13 Slays Till Christmas.
I love that one. Love that one.
Oh no, that was
That was Julianne Prescott, wasn't it?
She was in one of them. Yeah, she was in.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I remember we talked to her about that.
Yeah. So we did a live stream where we talked about the whole thing.
Yeah, that was a fun stream. She's great.
Yeah, she is great.
She's fantastic.
So I mean, that was one of those like indie anthologies.
Right.
Yeah, I watched that. That was like 2 years ago that came out, right?
And so many of
New
those
Jersey.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I saw it 2 years ago. Let's just say.
so many of
I
those
learned
stories,
about
I wanted more. I wanted to see more of some of those storylines. They were great.
Yeah.
Like some of them could have been turned into a 90-minute film, you know?
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. And that's one of those things where it's like the door's always open for that to happen if somebody ever wants to do that.
Yeah, that was good.
Like Kringles the Clown or something, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anna and the Apocalypse.
That's on my list too. I love that one.
Yeah.
So
It's
I thought Rye would bring that up because he loves that movie.
yeah, it's a Christmas.
It's a musical, Nicole.
Yeah.
I'm
Christmas season movie. It's a musical. It's got zombies, that type of thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Actually got a little choked up at one part at the end.
What are you doing, child? Here. There.
Let's just call her child.
Yes.
I love that part of parenting.
Well, she just shoves things in my face. You know what I mean? It's like
I totally get it.
like I need you to deal with this now. I don't care what you're doing. So she just shoved a tablet in my face because she must have accidentally shut it off, and I had to enter the code to
Make it happen.
reopen it. She's like,
so you can set the alarm.
make
So I
this
can
work.
set the alarm.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Don't open till Christmas is on my list.
Oh, I didn't have that one on my list. Okay.
Well, that one's kind of a hard watch.
It's like Mrs. Claus, like that
It
one.
doesn't make a lot of sense when you watch it. You know what I mean? But it does have some pretty gory bits. You know, the storyline revolves around, people dressed up as Santa Claus. There's some killer out there dressed up as Santa Claus. So like the investigation is focused on people who dress up as Santa Claus during the holiday season. But of course you get probably the most memorable scene is what I call the urinal scene, where there's some Santa Claus, I think, using a urinal, and somebody walks in with a straight razor, and next thing you know, it looks like he's pissing blood into the urinal.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's
Lorena Bobbitt.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got one of those in there. So
wow.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. So I only got 3 left on my New Year's list. So I got Bloody New Year.
That's on mine too.
Terror Train.
That's on mine.
Oh God, I didn't even think of that one. Shit.
Because they can it like it's a high school graduation, but yet it takes place on New Year's, and it's so
yeah.
But
How did I forget a movie with David Copperfield in it?
Right.
No.
And New Year's Evil.
New Year's Evil as well.
New Year's Evil is one of those movies where it's like I didn't understand some of the decisions that were made in that. Didn't quite get the gimmick or what they were trying to do. The killer evidently was keeping track of when time zones were experiencing New Year's, and he was like killing somebody
people in those,
at New Year's when that time zone like had their New Year. So he like killed multiple people, like one like on the hour, every hour, that type of deal. And they didn't even hide his face. It's one of those weird ones where it's like you've got a slasher, he's killing people, all right, but you see what he looks like. And I'm like, that's weird. Normally you hide the killer's face, and you don't realize until later why they didn't bother to hide it, because they wanted you to know for the reveal. So anyhow, not a fantastic movie. I mean,
I only saw that one once a number of years ago. It was hard to get through, so I never went back to it. But it was still on my list because it's a New Year's movie, and and New Year's Evil was actually the best convention I've ever been to.
Oh, hold on, we got Paul chiming in here. Oh, first of all, he says that movie was terrible. And we get Strange Days and Four Rooms are the best New Year's movies.
Four Rooms. So I forgot about that one.
Four Rooms, you're right. I forgot. You did say that days ago, right around New Year's.
And it happens to be up on the server, so that was why.
I don't recall Strange Days.
Strange Days was the Ray Fiennes one, I think, with the what was the woman's name in that? Am I thinking of the right movie? Let me look it up.
Strange Days was fuck.
Like I used to have it on.
I want to say Schwarzenegger, but I don't think it was. I don't know why I'm thinking it's a Schwarzenegger movie.
It was.
I'm thinking End of Days.
Bassett, Ray Fiennes, Juliette Lewis, Tom Sizemore. I used to have this on VHS. It's been a lot of years since I watched it. Directed by Catherine Bigelow. Interesting. James Cameron wrote it. Former cop turned street hustler accidentally uncovers a conspiracy in Los Angeles, 1999. I didn't remember it being New Year's, to be honest with you. I remember a lot of weirdness. That's all I got. Paul will have to tell us more.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's all I see on it too, is that little blurb on IMDb, which tells you very little.
I have seen the movie, and I used to own the movie, but I have no recollection of the movie. I feel like it was like a kind of like Johnny Mnemonic or like drug trippy sort of weird. I don't know.
Gotcha. It probably is. I mean, with a title like Strange Days, I would expect something like that.
Yeah, I have no actual recollection of this movie. All right, so
best of the virtual reality cautionary tales, it says.
Okay, fair. I just have a couple on my list that we didn't bring up. That Christmas Horror Story, still one of my favorite Christmas anthology movies.
That's the one with William Shatner.
And you got Santa Claus battling the elves that have gone bad. This movie is amazing. Have you all seen it?
I saw it once. I need to watch it again.
Nicole, have you seen this one? Why is she laughing?
I'm so sorry. I have not seen it. No. Every time I hear his name now, all I think of is that movie we saw at the drive-in in Pittsburgh.
Impulse. Yeah.
That's the first thing that goes. It used to be Star Trek. Now it's that. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Plays like a radio DJ, and he does start reporting on some things. It's just I don't want to give anything away because that movie is worth the end reveal. I think is amazing, but it's just a fun Christmas anthology movie. So each movie is a different. There's a little Krampus movie. But I think you'd like it. It's
okay. I love a good anthology.
And Walmart refused to sell it as Christmas horror movie. I think they did. They changed it to holiday horror movie or something. I don't know why.
Freaking Walmart.
Stupid. The other movie I brought up last Christmas called Silent Night. Not the one with actually I think it's Keira Knightley. Where like the world, kind of like a knock on the door, like the knock on the cabin door or whatever that movie was, like that sort of feel.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hey, sorry, I just woke up.
Oh, that's okay.
I was a little under the weather, so.
Oh, that's.
Oh God, we're all just fucking falling apart.
Yep.
We're just calling off the rest of our lists at this point.
All right. Well, just thought I'd stop in, say hi. I
glad you
happened to
did.
notice you guys didn't put.
What was the one? Strange Days.
Strange Days. Yeah, it's really good.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Can't remember. Owned it. Can't remember it.
Yeah.
Was it like a drug twisty sort of VR nightmare sort of thing?
Yeah, they were like selling experiences through VR.
Okay.
And there was a serial killer who was making the person record their experience being murdered.
Oh.
It's really good. It's really dark and twisted.
like
Catherine
Total
Bigelow
Recall vibe.
directed it.
Oh, I have Max too. I can watch that.
Yeah, kind of like Total Recall.
Yeah.
Except you get murdered.
Yeah. I'm actually getting ready to watch Total Recall.
I love
the
Total
old
Recall.
one or the new one?
The Schwarzenegger.
There is only one.
Well, I agree. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure we're not going to yell at Paul. I had actually never saw.
I give Paul more credit than that.
Yeah. The remake, I don't know. I mean, I wanted to like it because I'm like a huge fan of Dick. Philip K. Dick, that
Philip
is.
K. Dick, yeah.
but
That's not just
I
a
love
dick move.
Dick.
That's a Philip K. Dick move.
And the Colin Farrell one follows the book a little bit better. Right. Arnold's like Paul Verhoeven's movie is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's those Paul Verhoeven movies have like one of his movies when you watch it. I mean, they got a feel, they got music that goes a certain way. I mean, it's just the way he does it. I love that one. That one's a really good movie.
Next to RoboCop, it's my favorite.
Next to what? RoboCop.
Well, of his movies, like RoboCop and Total Recall are just neck and neck for me.
Yeah.
Am I the only person that does not get a hard on for RoboCop?
No, Mike.
Yeah,
Mike doesn't like
it.
it.
It was a good 80s action movie, but it wasn't that great. I didn't think it was like,
I find it
great
now than I did when I was a teenager and saw it. I don't think I loved it when it first came out, but I like it more now.
That might be it because I only saw it for the first time less than a year ago. Like I had never watched it before. So it might be the nostalgia factor for you guys, but
nostalgia is a pretty strong drug.
Yeah, it is.
Not for me. Not for me. I actually think RoboCop is like one of the best movies of the 80s. It's like it goes back and forth between Terminator 1 and RoboCop for the action sci-fi.
I wouldn't even.
I love satire and satirical films, and RoboCop is a brilliant satire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were you saying something a couple minutes ago about something that you were surprised to not see on our list?
Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh,
Oh.
I just brought that up, like right before you came on.
Yeah, I don't think I put it on the banner, but Nicole did
Oh,
bring it up.
okay. I was like, how can you guys not talk about Garbage Day?
Yeah.
Well, we had a whole discussion about Garbage Day.
Yeah,
Clint
and then
still
about
has not
part
seen the
3.
original.
I've
So
still
we
not.
And then the
decided that we're
Jell-O
going to do
the Jello mold in part 3.
we have to do a watch along for part 3.
I
We
have to,
decided.
yeah. If I'm watching part 3, I got to watch with you guys because I want to hear this commentary.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I have not seen part 4 either. You're a fan of part 4, aren't you?
I actually like 4 better than 3.
Well, that's not saying much. Though.
Not saying a lot, but okay.
But it's I mean, I like them all except for really the toy maker.
Really?
Part 5. And that's mostly because like I spite Mickey Rooney because he led the protest against part 1 and he stars in 5.
Yeah. We discussed that. You should have been here. It was perfect. And
But
it is Mickey Rooney.
another one that isn't on your list that I saw that I would like to add real quick is before you guys fade out and everything, but it's a movie that not a lot of people have seen. It's called Deadly Games, aka Dial Code Santa Claus.
Santa, yeah.
And that movie is amazing for everybody but Nicole. Nicole should not watch that movie.
Yeah.
There is a pretty bad dog death in it.
Oh, I don't
know. No, I'm good.
I think Joe Bob covered that movie like a year or so ago.
Yeah, it was like it's essentially Home Alone, only with like a psycho killer as opposed to burglars. And it's a really, and it's not comedic at all. It's just a really good thriller about a kid defending his house against a psycho Santa.
Yeah.
And
familiar with me.
Yeah.
It has a couple different names, so you may have seen it.
I think it's a French film.
It is French.
Yeah.
But it's photographed phenomenally. I mean, like the scene where the kid has to hold his dead dog, though, just kills me.
I'm good with that. No,
yeah, I've seen this movie, but I was into the French horror for a while. Like Inside's on my list. We haven't brought that. We brought that up in other talks because that movie is just insane.
That's a good Christmas movie.
Red Christmas. I don't really enjoy that movie very much. When Dee Wallace's aborted fetus comes back 20 years later to kill her family.
Whoa!
You never saw that?
No.
It's interesting. When she's going to have her abortion, the clinic is bombed, and somehow the fetus outside her body survived and lived hideously for 20 years, and then comes to introduce himself to his mother on Christmas. And I don't really,
does he still look like a fetus?
I mean, you don't really. He's wearing sort of a hood.
That's the first image I got. But there's this giant fetus.
Yes, kind of. It's an interesting movie. I'm not going to say it's a good movie, and I love me some Dee Wallace, but
I'm gonna have to watch that just to see that, just to see what it looks like.
Just to watch it, because it's probably on Tubi at least.
What is it called again?
Red Christmas.
Oh, gee, okay.
Yeah, like who plays? Somebody else is in it. I just can't think of. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It's Dee Wallace. We love her, but it's not what I'd call a good movie because she doesn't know she had this kid, and it comes back to like put himself in her family, and then when he doesn't get the response that he wants, he basically wants to kill everybody because what aborted fetuses do. I don't know. It was weird. It's a weird movie. I'm not going to necessarily recommend it, but you might have to watch it.
Is this like
That's
an Angel Studio production?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's another actor we have to have a hangout for. Dee Wallace.
Dee Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be at Horror Realm.
She's just so lovely. If you've never,
She is. Oh God,
you have
she's
to meet Dee Wallace.
fantastic.
I
She
know,
gets-
I can't wait. I just got the Frighteners 4K set from Germany, like the really crazy
fucking
expensive
love
one.
that movie. I fucking love that movie.
And I'm so excited to get it signed. It's like a 6-disc set.
Wow.
But yeah, who would have thought? But yeah, it's an awesome set. And then I noticed you guys don't have a lot of Shane Black on there. Long Kiss Goodnight, Lethal Weapon, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Reindeer Games is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
With
I guess I don't think
Ben
of them
Affleck
horror,
and
so I didn't.
yeah, that's why I didn't consider them horror, so I never.
Yeah. I
Didn't
just
bring
saw
it up.
Die Hard go through in Poseidon Adventure. I was like,
Well, I waited till after 9:00 for Poseidon.
Yeah.
That's the rule. Ryan went
Yeah.
5 minutes early on Die
Yeah.
Hard, but we'll allow it.
Yeah. And we can also go with The Night Before. Has anybody seen that with Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt and
the comedy? Yes,
the comedy?
The friends get together every year.
That's one of the funniest fucking movies I've
Other
ever
than
seen in my life.
cackling to myself like an idiot.
I know.
Time's Up. Has anybody seen Time's Up? I think Paul didn't do it, but
I started it and I never went back.
but it's like so many people we know in that movie. You got
Melissa Rose.
You've got Melissa Rose. You've got Elsie Holt wrote and directed it. Like there's like 8 of my Facebook friends alone in this movie. So I did enjoy it. I don't know if it's just that I love seeing these people on the TV. Let's see, what is it called? Elsie Holt is from Your Next. If you play Winnie.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, he wrote and directed this movie Time's Up, and the girl from the second VHS. No, it was the first VHS. The one I Like You. You know what I'm talking about? She played Lily in the segment where she was like the weird girl in the hotel room, and she just go, "I like you." You don't remember that one from the first VHS?
I don't think I've seen any of the VHSs.
Yeah, the Siren Girl. She got her own movie out of that.
Yeah.
She's in it.
Nice.
Jonathan Tiersten. Haven't seen him since Sleepaway Camp.
Now, where is Bubble?
Where is Bubble?
Where is Bubble?
Farted on me. And let me tell you something. Cats don't fart a lot, but when they do, it'll make your eyes water. I'm just saying. So rough. Oh,
That's
Dave
funny.
Sheridan, Felissa Rose. I just love them. What did you eat? For fuck's sake. Sorry. So that's a New Year's movie. We didn't bring up Night of the Comet. We didn't bring up
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
December. That's all I got, I think. And I mentioned Inside. That's on my list too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's all I got, friends.
I still haven't watched December. That's a anthology, isn't it?
You guys did Christmas Bloody Christmas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I love
That's a good one.
that movie.
It's a good
I do
movie.
too.
Just ridiculous. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we did a podcast on it.
Yes, we did. We talked about weird anal for like way too long. There's certain things you don't usually see in a family-friendly movie such as this. I like that movie.
Yep. I talked about a message, a feminist theme going through this movie. I thought was pretty cool.
Now it's at the
Yes, women's.
Yeah.
Women's.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, have you ever seen The Children?
The old one from the 80s where they hug and they
No.
like melt people.
The 2008
now
one,
just a sad word.
Nope.
where
we
the
don't see
Christmas one, where they're in England on vacation and the kids just sort of As Clint said, it's like mom and dad, but in reverse.
Yeah, with the kids.
With the kids.
Yeah.
What other one? That's
Yeah,
it.
New Year's is tough.
Hmm?
New Year's is tough, man. I tried to watch as many New Year's movies as I could, and
Yeah.
I was like every movie felt like a chore.
Yeah.
I didn't get to rewatch The Poseidon Adventure, but I want to since it's a New Year's movie.
Yeah,
I'm
I
telling you,
watched
double
Deep
feature.
Rising thinking that it was a New Year's movie, and because I remember like people being in tuxedos and stuff, but it's not.
Which movie?
Deep Rising with Treat
Oh,
Williams.
right. That was just a cruise line, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a cruise line, but like I remember seeing I remember everybody being in tuxedos when like the monsters kill everybody.
Yeah,
And
fancy
I
enough.
thought it was like a New Year's party, but it's just a random day.
Hi, baby boy.
Gotcha.
I have a weird sleepy boy in my lap.
Man, what else did I watch? Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
see.
like New Year's movies. I mean, Terror Train is great. I love Terror Train.
Yeah.
This is the troublemaker.
It's a.
That's my troublemaker boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good old Jorge.
I love in Strange Days when they were predicting the future. And it's like, what's there to celebrate? Gas is $3 a gallon.
That's funny.
You are imitating
I
life.
mean, like that whole thing, like when he's listening to the radio and they're talking about New Year's and like the diatribes that he goes on, like kids are shooting up schools. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
Saw the future.
Wait till they see the price of eggs.
That's so funny when I watch a movie now that's a little bit older and they talk about the price of something and I'm like, that sounds fine. I'd be all right with that.
It's
Yeah.
amazing what you get used to.
Like I think I watched True Lies the other night, and Jamie Lee Curtis's character was talking about something that they had to have the plumber over for, and that it was like $600. And he's like, "Oh, that sounds reasonable." She's like, "That sounds like highway robbery." I was like, "That sounds reasonable to me.
That
like $600 to have a plumber in your house, you know?"
Yeah. Crazy.
All right, my loves. I think I'm gonna call it. I can't keep my eyes open. It's probably because I've been doing the druggies, but
yes,
you know how it is. I'm sorry. Did I just?
The druggist will do that to you.
Yes, the druggies. Yes. All right, guys. I love you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
So, yep. Oh, hell, Paul dropped off
Oh,
too.
Paul
Okay.
dropped off too.
Oh, anyhow, I guess I shall end this stream. Yeah, totally. Thanks for showing up. If anybody watches this thing, which I don't know if you will, but Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope you find something new to watch, and next week, I was thinking of just kind of doing a retrospective, maybe like kind of like a, what did I say?
Actors who have passed in 2023.
Yeah. Kind of like, damn it, honoring their memory, that type of thing. So yeah, it would be neat to bring up some of those folks and some of their work and maybe a little bit of trivia on them and their lives, So
I love that idea.
I think that's a neat idea. I think I want to give it a try next week. So until then, thanks for coming along, and we'll catch you later. And